Chill. What's good, y'all? What's going on? Ali Similar Podcast, episode number 25.
25.
I didn't even remember, and I still got it. Slit. We here. I am Rello, and to the right of me, I have
DJ Hypa. What up? What up?
DJ Dane-Ja, what's up?
DJ Darren. What's up?
Yeah, that should be making niggas just want to say a DJ, right?
Go ahead, June.
I said June. No, you got to say DJ June.
DJ Ease.
DJ E.
I can't.
I think if we all was DJs, I would have the Ellis DJ name. DJ Rello. Yeah, I think so.
I think there's somebody
DJ
already got that.
Spinderello.
Oh, wow.
All right, moving on.
This nigga want to move on early.
Moving on. How was the weekends, man? I know you guys is out. Y'all guys promoting y'all party and all that. So I know we're making a lot of movements.
Yeah, the promotion game was cool, you know what I'm saying? You know, we out here, you know what I'm saying? Only thing is,
nigga sound like Cardi B.
Yeah, you do.
I'm sorry.
BX thought. Get that off the
this nigga, I had a good time at the parties. This nigga Dane-Ja needs a muzzle on his mouth when he talk.
That's big pause to that. Big pause.
So you need a filter.
Jesus
Christ. I don't know if he was drunk already or what, but niggas, we having a good time. We chilling. Got the picture of alcohol in front of us or whatever. Every time he talk, niggas spit, bro.
Now you're dragging it. It's too early. It's too early to drag, bro. It's too early to drag.
I'm lying.
Once I was talking to him, my nigga.
Not one time.
You know what's
it wasn't
so
one
funny?
time.
Yeah, the one time thing is
that one time, right?
Yeah, you gotta get a hat made, bro.
The funny thing is like, it's like a microscopic
spit.
But it just sounded funny because after I'm telling him that, it sounds like I'm trying to justify the spit.
Yeah,
like, yo, bro, it's not even that much, my nigga. Why you tripping?
No, the worst
it was a little bit, nigga.
The worst part is, you know, that nigga talking in your face because it's mad music, like the music mad loud. Yeah. It spit right on my lips, son.
Oh, now you OD.
I'm lying.
Y'all practically kissed.
And I'm like, yo, fam, stop that, bro. And then he did it, not on my face, but like every time he was talking, it's like,
enough of this spit and man to man.
What else was popping?
Too much, man.
Yeah, that shit was annoying. So I was just like, this
bodily fluids.
Enough of that.
That's a lot going on.
Hyper, how was your weekend, dog?
I was about to say, well, what would you do?
Word, man.
I was grinding, man. I'm grinding. I just got new apartment, so shout out to me for that.
Shout out to Rello.
Just working and grinding, man.
Congrats.
Sir, good looking.
Well, I've been out since Thursday. We got the afterwork now. It's a new afterwork spot at the Hayati spot in the city, Lower East. Friday, I was out in Brooklyn. Saturday was my little man's birthday. He turned 3. Shouts to Aaron.
Sure,
love you, baby boy.
Aaron.
And then Sunday, I ended up going to Times Square. We went to the escape room.
How was that joint?
That shit is fire, right?
It's dope. It's dope, but it's
I lost.
It depends on who you go with.
We didn't escape.
I was about to say I lost.
I ain't gonna lie.
We ain't escape either.
We didn't escape.
We got like 2 clues off.
But we got to the last room, but we got stuck somewhere, and then my fucking allergies started acting up.
He said, "Let me out of here."
Yeah, my allergies started acting up.
They got claustrophobic.
AC. They like the last room. There was like an AC, and that shit was like right in front of me, bro. I was like, "Yo,
you can't go to the doctor and like do something about that, bro." Because I'm pretty sure it's annoying to you too, son.
Even though you go to the doctor,
they're going to give you a shot
bad
every
allergies.
week.
You can't like
allergy
yourself or some shit. Like
I
it's
doubt
too
it.
much.
You can
son.
take Benadryl before.
I use Zyrtec.
AC.
Oh, Zyrtec?
Yeah, Zyrtec. It's like a hit or miss. But aside from that, man, just been out and then
Grinding.
back to work today. You know what I'm saying? So doing what I do. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Joe, how your weekend
what about
went,
you?
man?
Nah, I played it low key this week.
That sounds like every week.
Yeah, I always play low key. I'm a low key guy. Nah, I went to go visit somebody.
That's how you
about
save
it.
money.
Heard you.
Yeah.
Facts.
My weekend, chill with the missus. We went to the movies to see this movie called Simple Favor. Go check it out, fellas. You know, y'all take a little joint. Hyper, you take your wife. You know, it's a good movie, man, for real. And I hung out with some coworkers at this rooftop spot called Loconos. It's on 28th Street.
Weren't you talking about going somewhere last week?
That's what you
That's what you ended up
That's
doing?
what I ended up doing.
What did they recommend to you first, though?
What you mean?
To go, you wanted to go some spot, and like I think we was recommending the spot, and you said you were gonna check it out, something like that. When you was talking about the Williamsburg spot that looks like the city of Soho.
I was telling y'all to go to Sweet Chicks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's where me and my girl went the weekend before.
The weekend before, okay.
Yeah, that's why it was dope too.
Okay.
Dope.
Man. Seemed pretty active. Everybody had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Weekends was all good. Everybody's moving in some positive movements. Party coming up. Everything is looking right.
Yes,
So
sir.
we're going to keep this thing moving on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the big story, a lot of people have been posting it. A lot of people have been talking about it. Everybody's giving their own opinions, of course, is Weezy's finally dropped his Carter 5 album. I know we all got a chance to listen to it, so I want us to throw our thoughts out there, how we thought it was, you know, if it didn't live up to the, 10 years of...
6?
6?
I
thought you said 10, I think. I seen
Damn,
it
it
say
felt
10
like it was
or so.
more.
I'll do it. No, go ahead, talk. I'll find that right now.
Pretty long time, however you put it, a couple of years. How you guys felt about it, though? What was your thoughts on it, et cetera, et cetera?
Well, I didn't get that refreshing feeling that I got from like when I first heard Eminem album. But aside from that, track
I gotta do my bad hype. I gotta do the math in my head, nigga. What is
No,
that?
7.
7 years.
2011. That's 7 years.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
All right, hype again.
Yeah, so I mean, aside from the album, I would say maybe the first 9 to 10 tracks, like I could play straight through, and then heading into the teens, like it just started mellowing down. And I like for some reason I was just like catching myself just skipping a lot of tracks. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he gave me a good vibe in the beginning, and then it mellowed down. The album mellowed down, and then it went back up. So it's like a seesaw type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the first 10 tracks, I could say it is pretty much valid. I actually catch myself playing the first 10 tracks. I see the uproar shit is actually the buzzing record right now, which is dope. I like the sample, of course. Yeah, nigga. I see Dane-Ja with the Harlem Shake. But aside from that, overall, I don't think it lived up to the expectation that I thought I had. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get that damn. It's good to hear him again. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, the album was totally average to me. I wasn't really too crazy or enthusiastic about it like that.
Heard you.
I didn't fully get to it. I got to. I didn't fully listen to the whole thing. I listened to a majority of the songs, but I listened to it differently this time because honestly, bro, like Lil Wayne is nice. I don't think he's garbage. I don't think he got garbage. I still think he's nice, and y'all know how it goes. I want to like you the way I've liked you in the past. Mm-hmm. So when I went on his album, I'm like, yo, whatever song that I like, I'm gonna just go back and continue listening to those songs because I just know it. I'm gonna like 4 or 5 songs out of probably like how many 20 songs.
Like 18,
I'm gonna listen to the others, and that's gonna automatically like make me say, you know what, this is trash because I shouldn't like 4 to 5 songs out of
But that's what I didn't want to do.
So
based on what you just said.
I listened to a little bit of it here and there. I'm gonna get back to my verdict. Another reason why I did that is because I really feel like he shouldn't have called this album Carter 5. The expectation was way too high. This album should have been, since he's been gone so long from doing the album, he should have called this album a different name. Give us a little, basically like an album EP.
A warm up.
Yeah, it's an EP, but it's not an EP. It's basically like an EP of a warm up to the Carter 5. I felt like he should have did that.
He gave you the entree.
You feel me?
He should have gave you the appetizer.
Because think about it, bro. Like, people been waiting for material for him for a long time. And for him to come back with the project that people were expecting for the last 7 years, it's hard to live up to those kind of things, no matter who you are. I don't care if you Jay-Z. Feel me?
Yeah.
Let me take that back because Jay-Z could do that.
Heard you.
I think he got a couple bangers on there. I agree a little with you, Hypa, as far as like the first 10, I guess. I'm like, all right, this is good. Mm-hmm. Then it slowed down for me, and then some of the songs at the end pick back up, and I'm like, I fucks with these. But the ones I like, to me, it's like there's ones that I really like. I'm like, I fucks with these songs. Then there's ones that's just decent, and then the ones I don't like, I hate. So it's just like I don't like these, but it's like the beginning of the album is songs I really like. Then it tones
Feel the
down.
same way.
Then it's just like, all right, these songs just should have never been on here.
Thank you.
Besides that,
What's one of the songs that you don't like?
I got to go back to it. I only listened to like 2-3 times, and then I went back to my Afrobeat shit. So
I think one of the best features on there was
Zamunda.
Travis Scott.
yeah, Travis Scott had a fire feature. I actually like the "Don't Cry" shit with XX.
So do I, and I'm surprised I like that.
That uproar shit is just a fucking dancing song. So
That's New York for you.
Some people feel it's a cheat code.
Like you.
Yeah,
I
and that's
agree.
what I said
I agree.
in the chat.
I mean,
I'm like,
I
really?
wouldn't call it a cheat code
that's what
because
we
Lil
doing?
Wayne doesn't have to do that. He doesn't need to sample a song to guarantee a hit. Lil Wayne is known for making hits, so I guess I disagree with that one.
It's meant. That's what it's meant for, though.
What?
To be that type of song. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I don't feel like he needs to do that. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like that
Special
that
delivery to
specific
me.
song is all right. This well, they supposed to create a challenge for it. I've seen Wayne put
It's
it.
already
on his Instagram.
happening.
Yeah, so I feel like that's one of those key songs where it's just like, hopefully it'll keep you out. it'll keep his buzz out until another single that I think the next single he should drop is
It's
shit with
going.
Travis. So.
It's going to be on the charts.
Which one?
Bro?
I doubt it.
I guarantee you it's going to be.
I don't think it's. I don't think that
It's gonna
song
be
is.
on the charts.
Realistically, I like that song a lot.
Raw.
I like that song a lot, but I don't think it's
It ain't
going.
because it's good. It's
I don't think it's
because
going past 2 weeks.
It's
from
becoming
today.
a trend.
It's not, bro.
Yo, you know who got
It's
the
out there, but I don't think it's gonna do what
So-
what Drake "In My Feelings" did, and I really think people are gonna get tired of that song quick because he says the same thing over and over. That's why.
yo?
what the fuck?
You know
No.
who got the
What the-
most
the-
fiery song in the club right now?
Lil Duval.
No, besides that.
Besides that.
Besides that, you know who got the fire song to me?
Ooh.
And I've been out this weekend, so I'm seeing and I'm hearing it. Jacquees, the remix to Trip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yo,
Big-
the vibe that song gives off,
yeah.
that shit is like, it's like it's better than the original to me.
Because
Never
it's
heard
good.
I like the original. I ain't
Well,
gonna
you,
lie.
I do
you
too.
heard Jacquees' version?
Nah,
Oh no, you got to hear that.
Yeah,
It's
you
better
do.
than the original. That boy
I
can
like the original.
he can sing.
I feel
At
like-
least on that song, he can sing his ass off.
I feel like he sings too good. I know that sounds crazy, but he could sing too good, like OD.
Yeah,
Probably
shit
heard
hard.
this song and just don't know who was singing it.
LMA tripping.
You know the Trip song? Trip.
I'm tripping, I'm tripping.
Oh, okay.
But Jacquees got his own version, and every time I heard it this weekend, it was like everybody went crazy over that specific version.
And it's building buzz because of the controversy that they got going on around it. Because
her label made him take it down off of
Yep.
YouTube, off of SoundCloud, off of everywhere, because it's just like
That's
he's
like-
getting more love off
love.
that song than she is. And
Oh.
her song is good.
So you
His
can't
song's
even
better,
find it
bro.
no more.
we could,
You can't even find it no more.
Nah, you can't. It's not on YouTube. He had a video for it. They took
That's
it down
crazy.
off
I
YouTube.
remember that's the shit
Wow.
with him when he was sitting in the car.
Yeah.
if anyone needs that song, we have it.
I had
The
somebody
DJs
send that
have
to
it.
me.
Put that in the
DJs
chat
have
or
it.
something because I don't want to hear it now.
Nah, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I got
Song,
you.
yeah, it's fire. What he's saying is right. I mean, it's been happening because I've been DJing. I see the reaction, so yeah, I can vouch for that.
Niggas look like a R&B Weezy too.
He definitely does.
They do look like
Nigga, Birdman knew what he was doing.
this Birdman artist.
Yes.
Yeah, he sounded they
Word?
Yeah, he had the Cash Money.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Stood about it, bro.
Oh yeah. Back to Weezy. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I'm gonna give y'all my reasons. I didn't like it for many reasons. I kind of felt like the album was one big song because I kind of felt like a lot of the songs, especially when it came to the hooks, every hook felt like it was really repetitive to me. And I feel like he tried to give us the old Weezy, but he didn't have old Weezy bars. He had them here and there on certain songs where like a lot of his bars hits, his metaphors and everything, but it wasn't consistent. And I felt like he was trying to do it, but it just wasn't working because he doesn't. I'm not gonna say he have those bars no more, but maybe he just.
I feel like it's a
His-
sport,
his-
and if you don't work at it all the time,
Yeah, you
then-
might lose some of the those
Lose the
things
juice,
from
lose the
connecting.
momentum.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a few songs, handful of songs on there I like, but as far as taking a hiatus and then coming back and giving us this, it didn't do it for me at all. I want him to come with more music. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, second time around might be Gooch, but for me, this album just didn't cut it for me.
With me, y'all be surprised. I really like it, actually.
Nah, I feel like when we was talking about it, it was just me and June that was really fucking
like,
with
yo, if you break down every single record, like, honestly, out of 23, I could say I could actually like maybe 17 or 18.
But could you?
Because the production is that's the best production he's ever had in all the Carters.
All
of
that's
them.
a big
The
ass
best
statement, bro.
production.
That's a
Yes,
big
production wise,
I can
yes.
say
With the beats and everything, yes.
Also,
Beats-
I
the
think
beats
that
is
has
better
to-
than
I think
three?
that has
The
to do
beats
with-
Carter the 3?
Bro, the
Yes.
beats
Carter 3?
Yes, the beats is on point.
the beats are good,
Lollipop
bro. but
alone,
for you
I'll
to say that,
take out like
that's
the production
best
on Lollipop
production
alone, like
out of
kills like
all the
12 of
Carters,
those
that's
tracks,
OD.
bro.
That's a strong.
You like Lollipop like that? I ain't
The
really like it.
production, I mean, the song of course was amazing, but
Cardi
the production is what I'm talking about.
Yo, just refresh my memory real quick. Cardi 3 was the
Millie
one with
had
the
all the hits.
Millie
named the
graduation
hit.
gown. Was that Carter 3?
No, it's with the baby face.
Babyface.
But yeah,
But no,
there's
the
one
Carter.
with
That's the Carter 4.
Carter 4.
Only remember because I just looked it up.
Got you. Okay. Because one of them I actually like, and I think that
Carter
was the
3 had Got Money, Mr. Officer.
That's
a
a
Millie.
strong statement, June. Now that I'm thinking
the
about it.
production's really
that
good,
song,
though.
the song with
Lollipop,
Production's
Babyface.
really good.
It got
That song with Babyface, they had Miss. Yeah, you said Miss Officer already. Yeah. They had almost all the songs fire on that album.
everything on there was a hit.
That's why the expectation for 5 was so high, is because like people they want that again. You know, once you make a album that great, it's hard to like give it that same kind of vibe. That's like telling DMX, I need another It's Dark and Hell is Hot. It's not gonna happen, no matter what he does.
He kind of almost did it with Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. He put that out in the same year.
It worked because it happened the same year, and that's when he
Dark
just
and Hell is
popped.
Hot was
And
nowhere near.
No, I ain't saying it was. I'm saying
Not
he
even
almost.
close.
No, it
Not
was.
even
You hate
close.
it.
No, not even
To me,
close.
I feel
hate it,
like
but you
to
don't
me,
like
I feel like you can't even really say that because I feel like even though I know a few people feel the same way. I feel like 444 is Jay-Z's best album, son.
Nah,
You know what's so funny?
And I feel like
That's a good statement. It's arguable, bro.
not to me.
I don't agree, but I can understand
Not to me
why
either.
people would feel that way.
it's
because it's
no
fresh.
slippage on there, bro.
Because it's fresh. What about
Production,
Blueprint?
everything is-
Blueprint had no slippage.
Blueprint 1.
Yeah,
Damn,
but
that's the-
I'll be honest with you,
I
Rel.
connected with this album the most.
Yeah,
out of every
that's what I
album.
feel. But
'cause you
Rel wasn't.
older. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say he
What?
wasn't, but Rel wasn't the biggest Jay-Z fan before that album. So I think that's why
Okay.
he connected so much. This is his favorite album.
Yeah,
but
certain albums do things to
like
people.
I was following Jay-Z for so long, where it's just like I would not put that as the best, but it's a great album.
It's
Content wise,
it's
to
a
me,
fire
it's his
album.
best. Content wise, it's his best album as far as uplifting. And I don't want to say it was some real super uplifting, but it's like you could tell he's a grown ass
Teaching,
adult, and
everything,
he's
yeah.
showing you.
I like the production.
It
on
had
it
a
too,
lot
bro.
of substance.
I like all the
Amazing
production.
substance.
That's right.
I wouldn't even say best of content. Us arguably with, I would put it with Reasonable Doubt when it comes to content, because Reasonable Doubt had
What you saying,
enormous.
number
But
two?
yeah, Reasonable Doubt had hood content.
What
too.
number
Y'all
would
be
you
feeling
put it
niggas
at?
just bring up.
No, not just.
Reasonable
It just
Doubt
had
is
life.
like the
It had
go-to
life
album
content,
just to
like
talk
feeling it. 22 Tools. It had
Great
like
album.
It
the
is, but
Evils.
what number would
It's
you
not
put it
just
at?
hood. It's about life.
What number would you put it at for him?
No, I'm saying it's debatable. 444 and Reasonable Doubt, or content wise.
Yeah.
Blueprint, my
it's
favorite.
debatable.
My favorite Jay-Z album.
Huh?
Blueprint, my favorite.
Blueprint,
Jay-Z.
yeah, Blueprint.
Blueprint
I
one?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ease, what do you think about Wayne album? Let's get Wayne out of here.
Oh yeah. I was disappointed. I wasn't very happy at all. I felt like
Exactly
I was.
what I said, man.
He
shouldn't have called it Carter 5.
I kind of came into this bias, to be honest,
Me
because
too.
I felt like
He made you wait for so long, right?
he made me wait, and then I was expecting to hear what was going on. Like I want to,
What?
like if you was going for so long, I want you to talk about the whole
Yeah,
Birdman
I would-
shit.
I would
understand.
respect
I
that.
hear
I
you
want-
from
I can
that.
respect
I
that.
hear you from
I
that
want
aspect.
certain like substance in the songs, and it was like he kind of didn't do that. So I was just like, I'm happy he's back, but I'm like Dane-Ja said, I wish he would have just called it something else instead of
Anything.
Carter,
Nah,
because the Carter
anything.
legacy, like if Jay-Z come out with a blueprint, you're gonna expect something from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like with the Carter legacy and the lineage of the albums.
Let me
and the
let me
name,
add to that.
It was good, though.
If Jay-Z,
I'm not saying it was trash.
if Jay-Z
I just
would have
don't-
called 444 Blueprint 5, y'all would have fucked with it.
4. I don't look into
What does the name
album
mean,
name
though?
has
It
nothing to do with it, bro. It doesn't.
Like, does the
I guess
content
it's an
and the
expectation.
content and the
brand
story
names,
of the album got to be the same just because it's two?
The name has history. It's branded so much, it leaves people's expectations
But
high. It's
Does
always
it
going
have to
be
have
that
a
way.
connection is what I'm asking you,
It
though.
doesn't, but by default it will, son.
Well,
My whole thing with the
his
naming-
last name is Carter, so at the end of the day, I feel like he could put out Carter 6, 7, and 8. It's all under his last name, so it's not like it's just one of those.
But
Call it a
but-
whole
but
nother
let-
name. Call it,
but
the
let me-
return or something. Just not Carter. son.
Let me just add on to what you just said. Blueprint 1 was good. Blueprint 2 was good. I didn't like
I
Blueprint
didn't
3.
really
I actually like Blueprint 3 a lot.
that much.
I actually
Blueprint 3
have
was
more.
good.
Y'all remember the
I
songs
didn't like
that was
it.
on
More
Blueprint
appreciation
3?
for Blueprint
I just
3.
didn't
Y'all
like
remember
it.
the songs that was on Blueprint 3?
Y'all don't realize it, bro.
Yeah.
Recently,
It was
this
some
year,
fire on
that,
that
that
album.
album was slept on,
Run
bro.
This Town.
That album was
Had,
slept on.
He had Venus versus Mars
Yeah,
on there,
Venus
right?
versus Mars.
He
So,
had,
so
he
all,
had,
so,
Thank
so
You.
all the Blueprint
He had
have lived
On
up
to
to
the Next was on that.
I just want
Two didn't really live.
Star Was Born.
2 wasn't as good as,
Two
as
was
1 or
fire.
2.
One was
1 or
fire.
3 to me.
Huh?
So
say that again.
to me, Blueprint 2 wasn't as good as 1 or 3.
I don't really. It depends. I dissect 2 because 2 was gift and a curse.
Yes, and that's
So,
why I'm like,
I-
No
pun,
but you gotta
no pun.
remember,
I fuck with the
Blueprint
curse
1, he was
side.
going that nigga's neck, so it was a different energy. He was
Nah,
putting
it's
into
not
that.
just. It's not just going. He was just
Because
going.
he
at
was
people's
saying
neck.
Blueprint 1 was better, but Blueprint 1, what hits came off of Blueprint 1?
No, it was just a whole
He had
album.
a
It was
couple.
just.
I'm not
He had a
saying
couple.
there
He had a
wasn't.
couple.
I'm asking a real question.
Renegade, Takeover.
Had Takeover.
What else they had
I
on there?
can play
Takeover
that
wasn't a
front to
hit.
back.
Whole Out Vito.
Takeover wasn't a hit.
See, this is where this is where
It was just a. It
I
was
guess-
just a diss track.
I guess this is where I defer from. I'm different from y'all. I don't
You love
see
saying
it.
that, bro.
Yeah, but I'm letting y'all know. This is how I'm
We
telling you
all
my
different
perspective.
in our own way. but
All
go
right,
ahead.
but this is why I'm different from y'all. I'll say that.
I mean, I'm different from y'all too. If you want to be technical.
All right, well, you could take it however you want. I don't know, but I'm just saying me. I'm just saying me. I feel like with bodies of work, it doesn't matter if it hits or not. It's just to me is about how the songs, it's a playlist is a big thing. It's about the flow of the project, and to me, it's about and the content.
Yo, the
Like,
whole
so-
album is fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like from
shit
the
had H to
from
the
the
Izzo,
beginning,
girls,
from girls, from H to the
Hola.
Izzo, Hola Vito
But see,
to Never Change.
It's the
Song
way
Cry.
but listen, it's
What?
the way he.
Renegade. Jesus
It's the
Christ.
way he positioned the song.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think Weezy did that with this, bro.
No, he didn't. He
It
didn't.
didn't.
He
It
didn't.
was all.
Maybe
It was,
he-
it was
that's
everywhere.
why I just
It was
told
like
you,
a. It was like a
seesaw.
mixtape.
It was
Like
everywhere.
this,
Yeah,
like this,
I agree.
like this.
So
I totally
I don't
agree
like.
with you.
I don't like this dysfunction of an album.
Yeah,
But
that's a lot of girl
Wayne's
records.
all Wayne's albums are like that. It's all displacement.
Nah,
It's never.
Carter 3 was not like that. Shit was smooth.
You think
From
so?
Let the
I
Beat
don't know.
Build to a Millie to fucking Got Money to Lollipop, Mr. Officer, and
I don't know.
like,
That's
that
what-
shit.
Wayne's
That's when you know he like an hour.
that's-
Wayne's
that's-
album
on fire, bro.
I
All
like,
this
no, I
shit's
love
pop.
that
All
album, but
this
I
shit's
can't
pop.
remember
It
that.
was
All
fire,
this shit's
but
pop,
you
though.
know what? Wayne's the type of albums I always listen to on shuffle because I didn't mind it.
Oh,
Those are the type.
I felt like his album didn't have
He
a
never
chronological
put-
order
exactly,
where it needed to
exactly.
be. You could have played it in whichever order you
y'all
wanted.
remember
And it
Carter
was
1?
Yeah,
That's before.
Go
but
DJ,
no, that's the only song.
Fireman,
Fireman, and all. Yeah, I remember.
My Dog. Man,
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah.
my
I can
dog.
tell he's a Weezy fan.
All of that, but
Yeah, he's
like
a Weezy fan.
it was some type
I
of
wasn't up until Weezy till, like,
format
2 and 3.
with his albums.
I was up
Really?
on Weezy since
To me,
400 degrees.
because I was
500,
able to put
500
his album in and just
Them
rock
shits
out.
was fire.
All of them shits.
All of them shits.
I ain't like none of them.
Y'all really fucked with Weezy like that?
I fucked with it back then.
Nope.
With the,
That's when he had
with the
bars.
droughts.
That's
Nah,
the Wayne,
I'm
baby.
talking
You
about-
gonna call me up.
Alright.
I'm
talking about.
I fucks with that wave,
Nah,
bro.
I'm talking,
I wasn't
I'm
on that
talking-
wave.
I'm talking mixtape Wayne. I'm talking
Yes.
about the droughts.
The
The
degrees?
droughts,
I'm talking about-
the droughts.
The
Yeah.
degrees? I was
talking
on all
about-
of
Even
those,
what's
bro.
it called? The joint with the ceilings, no ceilings.
no ceiling
That
was
hard, bro.
I'm talking before that.
Nigga, I was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
Before
No,
that.
I was fucking with Weezy after Gilly started writing.
Mixtape
his bars.
Weezy was
That's when
fire
they
to me,
were-
bro.
That's when they were saying Gilly.
Niggas
was
sleep
like,
on
That's when he
Gilly,
got
though.
better. Gilly is good.
Gilly is nice. I fuck with Gilly.
So I want to get us some definitions from you guys. Well, not only definition, but from y'all point of view on this. What makes a rapper a good rapper to y'all? Like what solidifies a rapper as a good rapper to you, or a nice rapper, whatever you want to call it?
Let Junior start.
What? Well, I mean, good rapper is just versatility. You just gotta I don't know. It's like
What do you mean good? Like somebody that can make a hit, or somebody that just has like good content?
That's where you got to divide
You
your
decide.
definition of that. What it makes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sticky.
Versatility, just versatility. You got to meet. All right, to me, I feel like you got to have when you rap, your shit got to make sense to me. And I feel like when you rap, it's like you got to have certain imagery. I got to picture what you're talking about, like. Like certain niggas just be talking about a whole bunch of shit and you don't know what the fuck they talking about. Like that really makes me feel like, you know what, this dude's really a good rapper. Like when you could picture everything he's saying and the stuff that he's making, it makes sense and good content. And then the type of person that could rap fast, rap slow, but could hit you with different type of flows in the middle of a track. Could hit you with 4 flows in one song. You know what I mean? That type of shit. And then another thing too is not afraid to be different, not afraid to be doing other shit that other people's not doing. You know what I mean? Pushing the envelope. To me, that's a good rapper to me. Like, cause anybody could just ride a wave like everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? Anybody could do that.
A lot of people riding waves now. Then
I'm a little different when it comes to something like that. For me, it's like. I kind of, with my ears, I feel like I don't know if it's a good thing. I kind of flow with the times sometimes. For me, it's like I love a good flow, great cadence, bars, and great beat selection. Like that's very important for me to like a song. But nowadays, it's just sometimes if the song just gives you a great vibe, then it's just like, all right, fuck it. I'll take the lack of all of that if the vibe is
all right. So
give me an example of a song like that.
Hold on. But
the content, everything is trash, but when you hear it, it's like
a lot of Lil Baby songs.
No way.
What?
You telling me Lil Baby got content? That's what you're telling me, bro?
I never said he got content.
No, I'm asking
I just said
he don't got content, bro. What? How many songs did you listen to? Not excluding the hits.
No, I listen to Harder Than Ever. That's the one he has out right now. You make it known that.
No,
Migos is not your speed.
I'm not a. See, this is where I'm different. Another way I'm different too. Just because I don't like necessarily a big fan of you, that don't mean I'm not gonna listen to you. And I'm not gonna give you credit
Nobody
when
said that you're not
due.
gonna listen.
Like,
he's asking if Migos has good content, and I'm like, you usually say like Migos is not for me.
Nah, they not my speed.
All right, so the answer to
that don't mean I don't know.
them for me to understand if they have good content.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like. That don't mean they don't have good content because niggas in the South, they are like niggas didn't understand Bone Thugs either, but they got crazy content.
But they were lyrical though, so you can't say that.
You understand them. It's a lot of people that had the same issue. They don't understand what they're saying.
So you're implying. So you basically implying the reason we don't think they have good content is because we're not understanding what they're saying.
You're not comprehending that, no.
If you don't understand what they're saying, how the hell are you gonna have good content?
Easy.
No, that's impossible.
No. I understand what he's saying because I listen.
When
you say don't understand, you mean don't understand what they're rapping about, or don't understand?
It's certain lingo, terminologies and shit that people in the South say and the way they slur their words where you ain't gonna catch it.
I was gonna say that. I listen to UK content like British rappers, and I understand a lot of shit they saying. A lot of y'all niggas, well, Dane-Ja specifically, I can't get with the accent. I just don't. I feel like because of the way they sound, you might not understand their lingo or the way they say they slang or stuff that you're just not going to understand if you're not from there. So that's why I could
that's
be like,
everywhere. That's going to be L.A. That's right. Going to be down south.
No,
that's going to be New York.
Yes.
American thing is to me is American thing. Like certain slangs. It is coastal. You'll get it.
No,
somebody can say
go down south. You can have a full conversation. You won't understand shit. Somebody
go to the West Coast. You probably won't even know some of the shit they talk about.
Saying not, but I'm saying like a lot of stuff in people's raps. I can get an understanding.
You can put two and two together.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But if you listen to someone where it's just specifically you don't understand what they're talking about because of their slang, because of their thing, then you might not get the cultural part of their lyrics. So that's why I could say maybe he's right, but. I just don't feel like Migos or those down south rappers have a lot of content.
So technically, we got to judge the newer niggas differently than we judge the older niggas when it comes to being.
Well, what I was going to say, hold on, time out. What I was going to say was when I hear content, I'm thinking about the message that you're trying to relate or you're trying to basically, let the people know. Like, for example, when I hear content, the first person that came to my mind was Logic because I feel with him, not only his flow is different, he could tell you a story. He could tell you like whatever he's rapping about. But at the same time, there's a message behind it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think.
If
I don't
you
look
go
at that
that-
as content.
If
though.
you go that deep,
Like, that's
there's only a
content.
handful of niggas
I was
that
about to
know
say,
what I'm talking
I
about.
don't look at that as
again,
content.
I'm telling you, I'm saying when
So
I
we
hear
got to
content,
break down this content.
That's
word,
what
man.
I just said.
We gotta
We
break it
have to
down.
basically start. We got to define content because he just said something that makes sense. A lot of times, he like let's say Lil Baby, we might not. I don't think he has content, but
Neither do
I want to know when you say content, how what category when you know what word
when I-
or
when
what
I-
you
I get
looking
what he's
for.
saying. I get.
No,
get
you
what he's
I don't.
you explain to us when you say the word content. Break it down.
That's what I'm saying.
He's
Because-
basically saying he's
No,
basically
you
What?
when you said the content, like what's the definition of not
easy.
the actual, not the exact word, but like when you're using the
Hip-hop
word
content.
when you're using the word content,
He has
it's
content.
a
What does
lot.
that
It's a
mean
lot
to
of
you?
definitions to
Yeah,
it.
it basically means like talk about different subjects, talk about like different like
Because I don't feel like all content got to be righteous.
That's not content. That's versatility.
No.
See
know
what I'm
what I'm
talking about
saying?
with the
I- I
different
be feeling
definitions
I
of
be
the
feeling
content.
like
So let
some
me
of
ask
us
y'all-
think
let me-
content is righteousness or
No.
something
That's
like-
conscious.
Nah.
That's
Yeah,
conscious.
conscious, yeah, it don't have-
Conscious and
yeah.
content, two different things. But I'm talking about content is basically just content is just
Content
basically
is
music.
subject.
Yeah, it's a subject. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah. That's what I mean.
Now, this is what I'm saying to y'all.
What?
Migos have content. They have subjects that they talk about. You get what I'm saying? I think what y'all saying.
So that would be any rapper. Any rapper.
This is
could-
my point. So
fucking
when
Young Jeezy, what he
people-
spoke
people-
about. He spoke
people-
about coke and shit, like drugs
Yeah.
and shit. So that's content.
that's content.
big
But
content.
But
You
what
see what I'm
people are
saying?
That's
doing,
big
what
content.
people are doing, they using the wrong thing to say what defines a lyricist or whatever the case may be. It ain't content.
I
Content
kind
has
of
nothing to do with it.
go off of Hypa's definition because I kind of agree
But
with
we
that.
got to change it because
But
it's not.
I
It's,
feel-
because
Yeah.
technically, content is just as long as you're making sense and you talking about something that maybe even happening in your own neighborhood. It's content.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but
that's
when I
what
hear
I'm
the word
saying.
content, I really think of good lyricism.
Me
bro.
too, bro.
Yeah, my
Like,
definition is
That's
what Hypa
different.
said.
All right.
That's-
See,
that's
Well,
how
that's
I
a
feel.
whole
what's
different.
What's
this
the
is-
exact word for that?
Listen,
What you said.
listen.
Nah, but
You're
what
looking for
talking about-
lyricism.
Yeah. You're not even just
That's
lyricism.
different
You talking
than
about different
content.
stuff or whatever like that.
Like let's say for example, he got a red sweater. Like I feel like he should be able to tell. He's like the rapper should be able to tell me about the red sweater. At the same time, if he wants to talk about his hat or let's say he wants to talk about whatever, I feel like
Nah, I think that's just a good.
That's
That's
versatility.
a good. That's just a good rapper in general, like
Yeah,
a good
just
lyricist.
lyricist.
He's good at good at what he
Storyteller,
do.
Yeah,
lyricist.
But don't you think? Don't
then
you
1,
think?
2, and 3, and maybe Junior, all of us, we just talking about lyricism. Then that, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
Thank
what y'all
you.
talking
That's
about.
where.
we
Yeah.
got to push that content word out to the
Yes,
world.
yeah,
exactly my
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
you don't have
So
to,
na-
bro, because you can still be lyrical and not have no content. You can still be lyrical and not have no content.
Yeah,
Just
like
be-
Wayne.
to
Yes,
me-
you good.
Yeah, that's a good example. You don't have to. To me, you don't definitely have to be speaking about something in particular to be
Dope
lyrical.
Yo,
shit.
Yeah, you
I'll give
don't-
you a prime example of
agree.
who
That's what
does
I'm
that.
saying.
Y'all wouldn't even if y'all don't pay attention to Eminem, y'all wouldn't realize he does that. He says a lot of stuff that sounds good put together.
But has no content.
No, he's not even saying anything. He's
But
like
he-
literally
But
doing.
he has records.
No,
a
he would
lot
do.
of records
he would,
that
he
with
would,
content though.
He would say something
But
like,
I
"Yeah, that's
understand that.
yeah."
That's true. But
He
we
would say
can't-
something
we
like,
can't judge him based off
um,
of what he did before. You know what I'm
What?
saying? Like, I don't even want to get into his album again. But as far as that is, like, lyricism and content and storytelling, these are all different areas of being a
content.
good
Oh,
artist.
good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? But I think y'all took content as being lyrical, and that's where y'all was
Yeah,
meshing
yeah,
it
yeah,
together.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we could take we could put content as
content, then it's its own category.
Yeah,
and
that's his own thing.
Yeah, but we need to focus on like how about a good artist. That's what I think we need to focus on.
And go ahead.
I took content for what it was because every time when we talk about music, when we say content, automatically you're thinking
Content is
lyrics,
just music.
Content,
or
no
message.
content.
Kevin Gates is a good
I
person
never thought about
All right,
myself.
with
what
content
about this?
because
I
he
thought-
talks
I
about
thought
so
so.
many.
Yeah.
What
One
about
time, one time,
this?
one
I
time, one
thought
time,
so.
one time.
He had never run out of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about
Kevin Gates, I feel like I
what
great
about
content.
from this perspective? Because we had the Nas's, the Jay-Z's, and all those kind of people. At that point in hip hop,
You're not
if
talking
you
to
didn't have content, if you didn't have content, if you didn't have the verbal ability to speak about something, we judge you on that symmetry. If you didn't have that, then you wasn't
Then
you
you wasn't
wasn't a good
considered-
rapper.
right.
Well,
So
when
now
was
we
that?
have the niggas.
When was that though? That was like what?
talking about?
That's gotta be 2000.
2007,
90s.
Nah.
Not
I think-
90s.
He
I'm
said
talking about-
Nas.
No, I'm talking about when that transition.
Or when it
we-
changed.
When there was,
I mean, he did, but I mean, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, all that, that's 90s to me.
So could it be because we're from that era? That's our version of content. Because now a younger dude might think
it's a young nigga sport.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a young nigga dude
might
think like he said, little baby. Oh, nah, he got content. He got bars. You bugging? Fucking what's up, nigga? Young and YNB, whatever the hell them.
YNB, Almighty.
They might think
You
those
know
niggas have content.
You know what's unfortunate?
I think you might be right, bro.
You know what that's unfortunate? Guess what? I was about to say the same thing. You right, bro.
I think so.
You right. I'm trying to really think about it. Think about the era before us. Did those guys have good content? I don't think they when the beginning of hip hop started. I don't think they like emphasized and stressed.
They had great content.
They didn't stress. They didn't really stress lyricism. I feel like
they had great lyricism, but it didn't evolve into what we
put it like this.
Yes.
Great content would be
music. Period.
If you have 14 songs,
Drew not with it.
It's just music.
If you have 14 songs, each of those topics is different. There's 14 different. That's content because you have a lot of things to talk about.
I disagree.
Lyricism.
I disagree.
Lyricism.
I feel like you could apply that same statement to an EP, 4 or 5 songs. Although it's 4 or 5 songs, each of those songs can have different topics and different content within each.
Hold on.
You don't necessarily have to have 4. You have to have 14, 15 songs to have a good.
No,
okay,
that ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying when you have the ability to make another song that ain't just like this song, or you can't compare this song to any of your other work, and the next song to any of your other work because it ain't the same. That's content.
Yo, hold on,
That's having content.
Let me ask you something. If I make a record, right, and I put it out, what would y'all call that?
What you mean?
A song.
But what is this? Content, right? Because I'm putting something out there. That's content.
But I guess that's what I would.
Depends on what you put out.
Dictionary version of
content. If you put on,
sounded like we done.
That's too broad.
Like Juvenile made back that ass up. Where the content in that?
It's talking about bitches and asses.
But this is what I'm saying.
Every song is content.
It has.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
It has content.
Every song is content.
I'm just going back to what I'm proving. I'm proving my point to y'all.
Yo, Hypa.
I'm proving my point to y'all. That
I
content.
think we know the name of this episode.
Content.
I'm proving my point to y'all that everybody has content.
Yeah.
Y'all looking for lyricism and y'all messed it with content.
But what I'm saying is when we talk about content, I'm talking about like different content, like different type of content.
So
like I'm talking about a nigga like Nas. He could make a nigga. He could make a song like Rewind, but make another song like Murder. You know what I mean? It's different. You know what I mean? He could make a different. Like
so
everybody has content, but just some people aren't
versatile.
Versatile, and they're not actual lyricists.
So that leads to my next question. So if content is what you just said,
I just want to leave this content word alone.
We about to retire it. We about to retire it. Wait. We about to retire it. I'm going to give the definition because we sound like idiots. Something contained, usually used in the blah blah blah. The topics or matter treated in a written
topics. Period.
Basically, it's just topics. Content is just a topic.
So no, I'm gonna just ask this last question. If it's based pertaining to what you just said, so how can we differentiate a rapper that's trash and a rapper that's good when it's you get what I'm saying?
It's
so if music is just content, period.
Everything is just
so why are we comparing who's trash and who's nice, who's
because
who's trash?
It's based on us. It's based on us. So what's your definition of a good and trash?
Me ease in June like Kevin Gates. This nigga hate. Well, he just. I ain't gonna say hates him, but
I gotta be a diss nigga because I don't like artists that you like, nigga. Fuck out of
here. But let me ask you,
nigga, Dane-Ja. How about that?
Spit on me, boy.
Yo, this is what I want to know because, like I said, like when I asked in the chat, I try to figure out niggas out. Like I'm trying to see, like, if y'all say I don't like a nigga or he trash, like. Explain to me why you feel like he's trash.
You just never gave him a shot.
I hate when people do. Not people.
What?
Yeah. Not
what?
Wait, relax.
Okay.
Take it down. This. Don't assume because we calling niggas shit trash, nigga. We ain't listen. I'm saying shit is trash because I listened and I didn't like what I heard.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying why.
How is it trash?
What makes it trash?
He didn't say that.
I'm gonna break it down. I'm
saying,
June
didn't say you didn't listen. He just said, "What's the definition?"
He just said that niggas don't be listening. We call shit trash.
I said it.
Time out. So, but you said
this nigga don't give nothing a chance. Period.
You said Wayne shit is trash.
Yeah, to me.
What makes it trash?
Like I told you,
I think he kind of explained it. I think he kind of.
He definitely did.
Okay, but it has a content, but it's trash.
Yeah, to me it was trash.
All right, cool.
He said it because it wasn't the old Weezy. It wasn't. It didn't give
he was trying to give us.
He was trying to give us the old
Weezy,
but it wasn't. Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
but he said that's
but
his
one
best.
thing I can't say about
the reason I feel like
so
I'll tell you
to the question which you just asked.
Goes back to
it's an opinion based thing.
Everything is opinion based.
Yo, it's unfortunate.
I'll go back
with me. If you remember remember what I said. I said I didn't like it because he didn't talk about certain things. Content. The content wasn't there for me. That's why I didn't like.
I'll tell you why I liked it. I liked it because I felt like it was a lot of versatility when coming from tempo, from different sorts of music for him. Even though I'm not big on him singing, but I like that he actually put it in there. I
it's
like
versatility in the production, but it's not versatility in the.
What happened?
I don't know.
I don't like the singing. I said I don't like it.
Nah, you said I like.
I like that he put it there.
I like that he put it in there. That's what he said.
You got me. Got me pulled.
All right, so look. All right, let me just answer the question. All right.
Okay,
so to me,
the question ain't never going to get
to me, what describes a good artist is an artist that is able to have a bunch of content, which means they could talk about a variety of things and keep me interested. Correct. Yeah. That's number one. Number two, if the artist is a good performer. Because, like, if you're a good performer, like, your words should do the performing. I don't think you should be up on stage dancing and all that. The best artist in my life.
Yeah,
y'all gonna let me finish or not?
Go ahead.
He an artist?
Go ahead.
He a rapper? Is he not no artist?
Go ahead.
All right, so like the best rappers that we consider the best rappers never had to do extra work on the stage because their lyricism was enough.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you're a great artist and you got good content, people is tuned in. Like sometimes you're so dope of an artist that
move the crowd along.
Jay-Z don't move around like crazy on stage jumping.
I think he's a horrible
So
performer.
let me ask you this.
He don't really perform. He just
X
raps.
is a tremendous performer.
Who? But
X
is also DMX is also not on stage jumping around. He's like giving you the passion
energy.
of the
energy.
but
Busta
his
gives
words
you
is
energy.
doing that.
All right, so let me.
Busta has to do that.
You know who else I heard is an epic ass performer? Travis Scott.
Travis is
he-
epic performer.
He's part of that. He's part of that group.
He's a great performer.
That energetic, take your shirt off, run around. He's part of that.
I got to go to one of his
that
shows.
realm.
For sure.
So let me ask you this: since we saying people like DMX, people like Jay-Z, people like Nas and stuff like that we mentioned, from those artists, if we label those artists as the artists that have solid content, as we can say from this side of the room, some of those people that we say have solid content, what are some of the artists that you feel like now can be in those categories with those dudes as far as good content and those good rappers that we think are good rappers?
The
The
regular.
names are
definitely
going to be
say
very
J. Cole.
cliche. It's going to be cliche.
It'll be
Yep.
J. Cole. It'll be
Yep.
Kendrick.
Yep.
I'm not the biggest fan, but Drake. I actually would put Kevin Gates in that.
Kevin Gates is.
I'm going to have to give this guy another try, son.
Gates?
Don't force it.
I don't want to, but
Gates is real. He real.
I know he's he. I kind of disagree with your statement.
Logic is a good rapper?
Oh yeah,
I don't like him,
Wow.
bro.
Why don't
I'm
you
not
like
saying.
Logic? Just say why. I'm asking why.
Listen. I'm not saying that he's whack. I
That's
just
not
don't.
your speech.
Because
Not your
I feel
wave.
like I
understand.
already get the Wu-Tang from Wu-Tang. Like he brings me the same.
Nah,
You
not
feel like he
not
brings
to
you
me.
Wu-Tang vibe?
He don't bring me no
I-
Wu-Tang.
I-
He don't bring me
I
no
don't
Wu-Tang
see the
either.
Wu-Tang
He don't bring me
either.
no
I don't get
Wu-Tang.
none of that.
I
bro.
explained
Just that one
earlier.
song,
I
Wu-Tang,
explained
just
earlier
that
why
Wu-Tang.
But like he
I'm kind
bring
of
me
off that wave.
that boom bap.
Yeah, he give you the boom bap.
He's
I
doing
love
too much
boom bap,
complaining,
bro.
He's doing
Yo,
too much
I like it
complaining.
too, but I already got it from another artist before. You get what I mean? Like
I get what you're saying.
I don't want it.
You get it from
Boom
Joey
bap,
Badass.
give me
You get it from
backpack.
other
You know what I'm saying?
So wait, you don't
Like,
want any more boom bap?
No, niggas love
Yes,
the
you
boom
said
bap.
you think.
I'm
Thank you
asking,
for
I'm
saying
asking
that.
a question, bro.
That was
Even
my-
if that's not what you
That was
meant,
my key rapper,
explain
Joey
to me
Badass,
what
bro.
you mean.
Slept on.
Nah, I'm saying like if there was another artist, like you remember when Lil Zane was out and he was trying to be like the next Tupac? It's like, bro, we had Tupac. I don't want to.
So you think
It's
he's
kinda
trying
like
to? You think
who's
Logic
Logic
is
trying to
trying
be
to?
like-
You
he's
think
trying to-
Logic? Okay, who's he
I'm
trying
not
to
saying
mimic?
he's trying to do that, but I feel like old school vibe coming from him. I feel like coming from him, and I'm
You
like,
don't want that?
I had that.
Oh,
So you off that
no.
No, I'm not off that. I just don't want that from him.
Why though, bro? What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
Because he's white.
I just don't-
Yeah, just give it a buck, bro. Just give it a buck.
You know what I
that's
like
y'all-
about it?
That's
No,
what
no,
y'all
no.
trying to get
No,
at.
no, no.
You know what I like about it?
What else we gonna be? What else?
you, bro? You know what I like about it is that you are right in saying that he's giving us that vibe, but it don't. To me, it feels like it, but it don't because it still feels new. When I'm
Facts.
listening to like
Facts.
Logic and shit like that, I feel like the flow sometimes, the cadence sometimes. Yes, it is old school, but the beat, the sound,
Yes.
the
I
music
said-
is still
you.
different. It's
I
still
said this
new.
earlier.
It's still new.
Y'all not getting
And-
tired of him complaining?
Cool.
Oh.
Logic.
Oh yeah.
I'm tired of
Yes.
that shit.
Yes, I agree.
I'm like, mind you, his album
agree.
just came out, or his new EP or whatever just came out.
Young
I didn't give it a
Sinatra
chance because I'm like,
But-
is he complaining? Give me one of y'all give me the okay to say, nah, this shit is fire.
I feel
Like,
like
it's just like,
Is
yo,
it- is this like some
I think
people?
I'ma get-
Is this
I'ma
like
get
some
to it.
people tired of
But-
hearing Meek screaming?
Y'all can't.
I feel like
I don't think y'all could do that. That's not right.
What's
because,
not right?
What?
Because even though y'all hear one song, it's like, yo, he has a whole bunch of songs. Like even with Young Sinatra, I hate that shit. That shit's trash to me.
Double
but
trash.
But out of the all
OD.
I guess the 12, the 14, 15 tracks he got on there, there's
That's
six
a
that's
Logic,
fire.
That's a Logic album.
But
Yeah,
see,
that's
this,
six
See, I
that's
didn't even
fire.
care about
this
that.
is what I'm saying to y'all.
But-
Like, it's not that I'm taking anything from him. I'm sure he's
That's
great.
just not your
lyrically.
wave, man.
I'm
It's
just
okay.
saying right now,
That's
I
fine.
had that feeling, and I don't want to replace that with him.
I remember throwing
That's
Logic.
fine,
that-
bro.
that
That's
vibe,
fine.
I really
That's
need to
just
I was
you.
one of
That's
the.
just you.
So
I'm
you
taking
don't like?
credit. I threw Logic
Yeah.
in the chat, and I remember throwing Logic in the chat, and I don't know if he might have listened to him
I
first.
definitely knew about
Yeah.
him too. But go ahead.
Honestly, I
You
think-
listened to him, or you just
I
knew
knew.
who he
I
was?
listened to the Logic before. You definitely ain't put me on no Logic,
Yo, bro, I remember throwing that shit in
Oh
the chat.
hell
Nah,
no!
you
Now
didn't
you're
throw Logic
bugging.
either.
So
Danger
niggas
been
is
big
joking.
on Logic.
He's bugging, son.
Danger
You
been
put me
big on
on
Logic. Danger
You
been big on
bugging.
Logic.
This
Yeah.
nigga put
He
me
was
on
big on
Logic.
Logic.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
I don't know, bro.
Get the
I be
fuck out of here.
putting you on a lot of
You're
music.
bugging.
Niggas be
You only
like,
putting me on.
yo, I got on myself.
The only thing you
What-
put me
what-
on too, nigga, is the Afro beats. That's it, nigga.
When I
And that was
when I
last week.
think when I think about Logic, I always think about Danger across my
I'm
mind.
a-
So
I'm a
that's
fan. I'm a
because
fan.
he was
Sure, bro.
he was
I remember-
pushing him.
I remember,
he was pushing him.
I remember
hard
being in my
in the
car like,
chat.
yo, you gotta listen to this white boy. I remember being in my car like, yo, you gotta listen to this
I
white
just
boy.
remember Danger pushing him hard in the chat.
nigga, I put you on.
Don't act like I'm just trying to take credit. I really be telling niggas. Like,
Which album though?
It looked like you trying to take credit.
See, that's what it looks like.
pressure, bro.
Under pressure?
Under pressure.
Yeah.
I remember be like, yo, this shit is fire. The white boy's nice.
Uh-huh.
And then after a while, I'm like, all right. Then he got to that the no disrespect. It's I understand what the album came from. That 1-800 with the
Suicidal
the
drunk?
suicide
Suicidal,
prevention. I understand why he put the album out, but I hated the shit.
I hate
and then
that shit,
everything after that, I'd be like, yo, you complaining again and you complaining again, and I'm not gonna hold you up. It's great content because it's putting people who feel the same way as him.
Awareness.
It's putting that awareness out, and it's
But
great content.
how-
but
let
when
me-
it starts to
I
be
gotta
so
ask this question,
repetitive,
yo.
I can't
definitely
stand it.
gotta ask this question. Why do you why you laughing already?
Nah, because Rel, he
No,
want to
I
ask
got
me
a
a
point.
question.
Go
Bad.
ahead, Doc, go ahead.
Why do you tie somebody with that one thing? Like even with me, like when I listen to certain things, like with Jay, when Jay drops singles, I usually hate those singles. But that don't mean I'm not gonna listen to the project because I know in the project, like all right, you see, like going back to Blueprint 1. You know what's my favorite song on Blueprint 1? It's Never Change. And I'm like, but that. What was the singles? H to the Izzo, girls.
Renegade, one of them. No,
Really wasn't. Nah,
It was just a fire
I
album.
hated girls. And H to the Izzo was cool, but I didn't really fuck with it like that. You know what I mean?
But that's a lot of people, June. A lot
But
of people
everybody
listen to
tie
a
'em up
single,
like-
and if it's not appealing to them, they don't.
No,
want to
but I'm just saying the way
That's
they
the whole
tie it
point.
up. No,
That's
but
the whole
he's
point
saying
of
with
a
the whole
single.
Logic thing. Yeah, but he's saying that's just.
No, I hated the whole album. I didn't. It's nothing about the
What
actual
whole album?
because he's saying he's
That-
complaining
Logic.
about the
Oh.
about the whole.
Yo, when I
get why he
hear
did
an
it.
album, just like yo,
What?
I'm not gonna. Joe Button said the same thing.
What?
I can't relate to that. I don't
I
have.
can't relate to it either.
So it's just like, all right, that's not for me. So the next one, I gave you a chance on the next one, and you was doing the same thing. So after a while, I'm like, all right, you losing me, bro.
Goes back to content.
Yes, there you go.
I think he kind of realized
But
on
there's
this album
different
that
content
wasn't his way to go.
inside the project though.
No, but there's
I'm not saying there isn't, but for him, it's the same.
I don't like one or two songs, cool, but if it's a whole project, all right, now you're creating a stigma that.
All right, but tell me
cool.
tell me the tracks that he was complaining in.
All of them, bro.
That's not true, my nigga. So you trying to say,
Yo, bro.
Which
Yo,
one? Hold on, you talking about Young Sinatra? or you
I
talking,
get what he's
album
saying.
you
I
talking
get what
about?
he's saying.
The
He
1-800.
kind of did like the whole
comes off bitter. all
Are you
the
talking
time.
about Everybody? You
No,
talking about,
no.
That's the name of the album.
no,
Was
it's-
Everybody or
at
something?
least-
Yo,
like that.
let Rel get his question out.
Let me ask Ease this. In this particular rapper, you said you don't like the fact that Logic is giving you something that you kind of already had. So it's like, I heard that already. Even though it's new, I heard that already. So for for artists going to the West Coast like Nipsey, because Nipsey is giving you West Coast how it came out. It's new, it's innovative, but that's still Nipsey is straight
Still
West,
West
Coast.
Coast.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you like Nipsey
I like
that.
Nipsey a
So
lot.
that's
So why is it exactly?
So the reason why I don't like Logic is number one because he just sonically ain't for me.
I dig it.
And that's what I was
don't
trying
like
to
the
say.
way
It's your
you don't like
wave.
that
It's
style of
okay.
music.
I don't.
It's all right,
no,
bro.
no. Like
No,
I don't want to
can't say
hear
that
him.
specific.
Okay.
Like some people need
Like-
to have a voice to want.
That's like
Like-
Gates. I don't like Gates. That's why I
don't
like
like
his
that.
voice.
Listen,
That's
that's
why I
how
don't
I
listen to
feel.
Gates.
That's how I feel.
So,
about it.
you know what I'm saying?
Once I hear his voice,
I
I'm like,
understand.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to hear nothing.
So it's
I've heard songs, bro.
No. I understand it because at one point I wasn't fucking with Gates because of his voice, and then I gave it a chance to listen to his content. Oh, this nigga's saying some shit. And then after a while, once you just strictly got past the voice, I was like,
That's-
oh,
I feel like that's
that's
low
why
key
I'm-
forcing it though.
That's
bro.
why I'm different. Like
No.
I'm not gonna listen.
I didn't
to
like
somebody
his
'cause I
voice
don't
at
like,
first.
I don't
Then
like
I
a
gave it a
voice.
couple more chances,
bro,
and now I
you
started
acting
like,
That is.
look,
Yo,
this
that's-
is, let me let you know what I
that's a-
did
that's a-
not
that's
do
a common
because
thing,
I
bro.
think you think I listened to it. Oh, I don't like his voice and turned it off. I listened to his album, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'm just
No,
like,
I understand that part. I understand that part.
Yo, remember
I
being in
understand
my
this.
car and I was like, yo, and I remember you being in the backseat pause and niggas and you was like, yo, who is this? And I'm like, yo, it's this Logic, a white boy's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gave it a chance, and then I just never heard you talk about it again.
That's the answer right
Nah,
there.
I dig it.
that's your
I
answer
dig
right
it.
there.
Sometimes shit ain't for you. I dig it.
Man,
But
I have
I'm
this
the type
thing where-
person. Go ahead.
If you don't like something, like June be saying sometimes, as long as you tell me why you don't, I'm not gonna be like, why?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's just not me. I feel like because at the
Exactly.
end of the day, I listen
That's
to music
true.
differently. Dane-Ja is a DJ. I'm a DJ. We may listen things to differently from y'all, but at the same time, I can't knock us for listening to differently, just like we can't knock you guys for listening to music differently. So I just feel like
I don't know.
I just feel like we all have different ears. There's certain things that June may look for in a song. I might not be able to look for it in a song, and it's vice versa.
My bad.
So I just feel like when it comes to us really giving our opinion, I feel like sometimes if the person say, well, that's not my wave, like June sometimes will say, but why? Like you trying to
It's
get
not-
more out
He
of
was
it.
low. He was low key
So I'm
talking
like,
about your
but I'm
ass.
like,
See, it's not about
but
low.
that's
It's not
just
about
him.
low
Like,
key.
that's
I'm just
him.
trying to figure it out. I'm trying to have a sense or try to gauge
But
how
even-
you dissect
Nah, but
music.
then-
But guess
And
what?
I dissect
then
music
if I
differently.
be like, oh, I ain't like sonically, he don't do it for me. Nah, I can't just not.
No,
listen to
see, that's
somebody
not true.
because
No.
But-
I might think that's whack, but that's your opinion.
No,
You know what I mean?
no.
Why
What
he
I'm
said
saying-
sonically, I understood
I
exactly.
When I
understand
said
it too.
when I said sonically he don't do it for me, you was like, nah, I can't not listen to somebody because of I don't like their
That's
voice.
my opinion. I
No,
understand.
That's
but
not-
it seemed like you're saying,
See, you thinking you reading the
nigga, you gonna listen?
No, but you trying to say
This
that like,
nigga-
how
Nigga.
you coming from and this. No, I'm telling you how it is. You read it
I'm not trying to
in
take
between
sides,
the
bro,
lines too
but I
much.
kind of take it like that too when you do that, Junior. Like,
What?
Yeah,
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
y'all
like,
take
like,
that shit.
like,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying, that's all y'all
No,
niggas do.
it
But
does
I'm
come,
just
bro.
saying.
It comes off like
It comes
our
off
reason
that
is
way.
not valid enough
It
for
comes
you,
off
bro.
that
No,
way.
It
I'm
sounds
trying
like
to
that,
understand. I'm trying to understand this shit. That's what I'm saying.
But even
just because I
after-
don't disagree with you, that don't mean I don't.
No. It
understand
ain't because you don't agree. It's because if I said, if I be like sonically he don't do it for me, you automatically say, yo, I could never just not listen to somebody because
That's
they don't
me,
sound.
though,
no,
bro.
Listen,
But
bro.
the way
but
you respond is like, you're
asking
wrong.
me-
Why you
I
asking
didn't-
me?
Did the word wrong come out my mouth?
No.
So
somebody
stop
can
taking it that way. That shit fucking annoys me. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck, yo?
Go vent, bro.
Like,
It's all
damn,
good. It's
son.
all good.
If
It's all
I'm
good.
talking to you, if I
It's all
said,
good.
if I think that was wrong, I would say that was wrong.
No, but you know,
Like,
let me
God
but
damn,
let me
son.
tell you why. Let me tell you why.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Yo.
Let me tell you why though.
Shit on the
yo,
red
Sometimes,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking.
That's a
red
fact.
flag. Oh, my bad. Hyper take
Let
the floor.
Hypa
no,
talk.
listen, June. Listen to me. Only reason why we could actually feel that way when it comes to that, because even sometimes when, like, let's say we in a chat, you throw something in the chat, and it's like depending on, I don't know if it's a answer that you thought you was gonna hear or you wasn't gonna hear, and then you put like SMH. So I'm like, why you putting SMH? Like that's
not true.
But guess
Yeah,
what? It wasn't good enough. It wasn't
Yeah,
good enough.
you pass sauce in it, my nigga. I never did that.
Bro,
do that. Don't put SM. Nah, I
Nigga
didn't
quick
shake in
bucks
my
his
head.
teeth on the mic.
You put. So I'm making shit up though.
I put shaking my head though. I put shaking my head.
Yes, you
Broke your tooth.
All right, so let me
Nah,
go ahead,
let's
go
put
ahead.
it. Let's put it in reverse.
No. Y'all told all five of y'all did that. So
Okay,
let me
go ahead,
explain
go
what.
ahead, go ahead.
When I'm asking,
I thought
I'm
you
just
was
trying to
done.
understand. Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
What you say? What you say?
I thought you was done. Okay.
Nah, I'm not done because
Let him defend himself.
Like
Go ahead.
nah, man. Because I'm like
Ain't nothing to
every
defend
time.
yourself about.
Yes, it is. Because y'all always make it
So
seem
wait,
like
so wait,
every
wait. So
time I'm saying something.
we all wrong
What?
about us
I didn't
feeling
say
that
it's
way.
nothing about nothing wrong. It's just about like this is the way I'm misunderstood. Because obviously, if I'm asking you a
You
question,
Lauren Hill?
yeah, of course,
Nigga,
Go ahead,
got
go
time
ahead,
today.
go ahead, go
Jokey
ahead.
joke right now.
whatever.
Go ahead. He forgot.
Whatever. I'm done with y'all niggas. I'm not gonna say shit.
Go ahead,
Let
man.
him talk. Let him talk.
Because
Nigga,
me,
you
I'm only emphasizing that because we go through that all the time. It's like if let's say one song is thrown in the chat, like sometimes even Darren do it sometimes. If let's say he throwing something and there's no response, it's like, all right, well, I guess they don't fuck with it. And then when we bring out a conversation, I did put it in the chat, nobody listened. But I feel like sometimes that at the moment, if you put it in there and we don't say nothing, you can't just assume like
No.
niggas-
The only time I do that,
don't like
Niggas
that.
ain't AI you.
No. The only time I
feel
do
me?
that. No, wait. Let me talk.
And I'm only saying that because I'm feeling that way.
Let me
sometimes.
defend
Like,
myself.
yeah.
The only time I do that, I throw something in the chat. Nobody say nothing towards it. I'm like, all right, cool. It's not a problem. I get tight when niggas throw it back in the chat like I didn't throw it in it. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, we ain't
Darren likes to
Police
put you
thing.
on. He don't like for you to think.
Yeah, like, I guess that's like
You
taking-
discovered it
I think
yourself.
Like, they like taking credit and shit.
Police thing.
Nigga, like my nuts.
I just wanted to
nigga.
just
social
emphasize that because
respect,
I feel like sometimes it's like I don't know if it's like I don't like to use the word like competition or who trying to put each other on. I just find it kind of annoying sometimes. I'm like, all right, so if you did put somebody on, that's fine. But at the same time, if you put something in the chat and everyone's giving their input and knowing how you think, it's like, all right, I try to put niggas on, but niggas don't be on it like that, or that's not niggas' wave. You know what I mean?
I could honestly say we know what niggas like in the chat right now, right? You don't think you could gauge from what we like?
We've known each other for so long now. So
All right.
yes.
So when I say that, obviously, don't I have like valid answers when I say that?
Nah,
not all the
don't
time.
ever assume.
Not
If you
all
got
the
some
time.
new shit you always wanted to
come
hear,
on,
nigga,
man.
put it in the chat, nigga. Put us on.
I ain't
You
gonna
got- you
lie.
got-
Niggas put logic in the chat. I ain't gonna click on that.
and
that's fine.
That's
And that's
absolutely
fine.
fine, bro.
Cool.
That's
And that's
absolutely
cool.
fine.
That's fine.
Give us the option to at least try to listen to the shit. If niggas don't.
But when I ask, so this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying when I say why. If you don't like something, and if I'm asking why, you make it seem like, oh, okay, I'm gonna say, you know what, I'm not gonna say because if I say something, it's not gonna be good enough for him. If I'm trying to understand what you're saying, that's why I'm asking. But if I'm telling you something, if you give me your opinion, I'm giving you what I feel. You making it seem like, I'm disregarding how you feel.
I think
that's crazy.
I just feel like I think we
I
tend to
ain't
take it
think
that
all
way.
that.
I think we tend to
I was
take it
just
that way
saying,
because
like-
of your approach. I think that's what it
What's
really
my
is.
approach? What's my
Like
approach?
this. Look. Like you said. Look how you.
The reason it gets
Like,
me tight
wait,
now.
wait,
The
you-
reason it gets me tight annoys
when you
because
ask-
I keep explaining myself
I need
over
to
and
zoom
over
in
and
on this.
over and over and
And
over.
I'm doing the same thing right now because
No.
I'm trying to get you to understand. Like,
What?
look, when it comes down to it, right? When I said my shit about sonically,
I understood it.
I know you understood it, bro. I know you understood it.
Nah,
but
man.
what I'm saying is that you was like, oh, that's corny. Like I at least give it a chance, and I'm like, well, I gave it a chance. The nigga just not sonically, I can't listen to him.
Okay.
So that's why it comes off like
It doesn't-
you like, damn, nigga, like you let that one thing stop you from listening, and it's like, no, I listened to it.
When did I
You
say
was
that?
just-
I just said it's corny to
I
me.
said it
if I
comes
say,
off that
oh,
way.
it doesn't matter how it comes off. Take my
No,
words.
it do matter.
Take my words. Don't take how it comes off. Take my words. Stop reading between the lines. If I'm telling you, that's corny to me, that don't necessarily means nothing about your opinion. I just feel that's corny to me. I don't think you think I assume you're.
He's saying
since I said that-
automatic. He said automatically from your statement. You assumed that he didn't listen to it just
No,
because
I
he
didn't
said.
say that. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
but listen.
But
to
he
what
just said.
Listen to what you said. Listen to the scenario. Okay. He said it doesn't do it for him sonically, and your rebuttal to that was, I don't know how y'all do that because I would not listen to somebody just because of their voice. That's what you said in rebuttal to what he said. So automatically he's assuming from your statement that you would assume he didn't listen to it because that's what you said right after.
But this is where selective hearing happens. Because when you said sonically is nothing to do sonically for you, I said, oh, okay, I get it. But that's corny to me. But you didn't hear I get it part. You just heard that's corny to me, right?
He said, I get it.
Yes,
I
he
said
did.
I get it.
Yes, he did.
But it's the full sentence.
did.
You said,
But-
I get it. That's corny to me because I don't know how you could not listen to somebody
that's
just.
my opinion.
Listen to
No,
what I'm
listen
saying.
to
The end of the sentence.
What?
It's corny to me because I wouldn't not listen to somebody just because I don't like their voice. So you're saying you think he didn't listen
I didn't listen.
because of the voice.
You think I didn't
Get it?
get through the whole project because
of the voice, but
of
he
the
did
voice,
listen
and I'm
to
like,
it.
no, I listened to the whole thing. But when you said that, you said it in a sense like I didn't give it a chance because I didn't listen to him.
All right, so when I said I get it, what did you
No,
take it
that
for?
part I get
We
that.
understand that.
Okay,
I get
but,
that.
but no,
the end
but
of
this
the
is what I'm
sentence.
trying to understand. Hold on. But this is what I'm trying to say. When you said it's not for you sonically. Okay, so when I said I get it, but I feel like that's corny. So how did you took that as
you stopping? You didn't.
What?
You finished. You said I get that. I think that's corny that you didn't listen to it because you didn't like how he sounded. And I'm like, I listened to it.
You listened to the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Okay.
And I'm like, why do you think I didn't listen to it? I'm telling you, I listened to it, but I just didn't like it because sonically he's not my vibe.
And I that's cool. I dig that. Everybody has a different opinion.
But
I never.
The point of me breaking that down to you was the fact that you just automatically thought I didn't give it a chance, and I'm like, no, I gave it a chance, bro. It's just he's not my cup of tea.
Well,
I think that went pretty well. We cleared that up.
I guess.
I
I
feel
guess.
like-
All right, let's get past it.
So like I said,
Definitely
let's
wasn't
switch
cleared
it
up,
up.
but whatever.
It was. I think June kind of understands.
No, he wants to talk more about it.
No,
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it because it's like why it's like talking to a wall when it comes to my opinion. So it's whatever.
All right, so let's do this from reverse. Since we talked about,
Hey, yo.
Oh wow!
that was freaky.
For real.
You see how he put his hand out, so let's do this. For
Damn it, man.
So in reverse, what rappers do we feel like from back in the day? Because I mean, from besides, I'm gonna give the most general one. Besides Fab, what kind of artists do we feel like from back in the day that could still be with this new age music and still be relevant with the newer rappers from the time of now?
That's a hard one.
Pause.
That's a good question.
Nah.
Y'all niggas is
Think with a
crazy.
pause because you just got pause over.
That's a good question, and I think it's.
All right.
Go ahead. No,
you
go
go,
ahead.
you go ahead because
No,
I don't know.
I was gonna say.
How far back we going?
That's why I
Like, just
think
in-
we have to commend Fab
doesn't
because
matter.
I feel like
He transcended.
Nah, we need another name. Who else? Who
Yeah,
else?
because he said he
You already said
literally
that.
said
Who else?
besides
Besides
Fab.
that.
I don't know nobody.
That's the same thing I was gonna say.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to be
Rough, son.
technical, T.I. still rocking.
T.I.
Ludacris stopped in
T.I.
2015. That's only 3 years
Are we
ago.
talking about
Yeah,
right
I know.
now, bro? I'm talking about
Today, 2018 type
right
shit.
now. This time isn't now.
Jay-Z, but that don't count either.
Nah,
You can't say the
Ain't
givens. Like, I think what you're trying to ask is if, like, whoever was popping before, would they pop now? Are you asking?
Could
Which
they pop
rapper
now?
that's
Could
been
they
doing it
blend?
for a minute and then still here today, basically? Which rapper from the 90s or 2000s that's still present and relevant doing it today besides Fab?
I think
Oh, well,
you
it's
could
a
put-
bunch.
You could put Jada. You could put Jada in there.
Yes.
And
He's
then now
current.
time.
I think I'm be honest with you.
Aaron,
I
you
think
talk-
I think Jada only really relevant because of that Fab mixtape.
That's
Still
it.
relevant, bro.
And Fab is
Niggas
a
still want to
decoy
listen
fam.
to him.
I feel like
you know what
Cassidy
it-
could be relevant right now as far as bars
nah.
go.
If you're gonna put it with Jay, then you can't. It's
I'm
a
just talking
young nigga
about
sport.
as far as music now, like how you have, how Funk Flex is doing his freestyles, and as far as like being a freestyle and being able to just be punchline and savvy and
So
shit
Jada's
like that.
I would
definitely
say-
in
I
there.
would
So
say-
if that's the case, you open the gates to a lot
for
of names.
everybody because that's not.
Now, if
yeah.
you're saying when you're saying the elders that can rock with the young cats today, I'm thinking you're talking about they can actually make hits the way they make hits today too.
Yeah, that too. But I'm
If
saying
that's the case, then it's
hip hop is a general form.
only
think-
Fab.
Only
I
Fab.
think
Only
if,
Fab to me.
if Lloyd Banks ain't retired and really said I'm gonna fuck with these young niggas, I think he could have did it.
Nah, I don't think
Absolutely
so.
not.
I think so.
I don't think so.
He don't belong
I'm not talking about-
nowhere near.
I'm not talking
them
about
young
just
niggas.
like no.
I would say Cam.
No.
I would say Cam.
Nope.
You know why?
With
You
the
know,
50
beats
doing it
and
to
all
y'all?
that?
50's kind of
Yes,
doing
yes,
it.
yes,
50's
yes.
kind of do it.
Yes,
no,
sir.
no.
50
Yes, he
haven't
is.
dropped a good record since fucking I don't even know how
Nah, I'm
long.
the man was
But he
fire,
got some
bro.
features with young niggas, and they don't sound like bad
shit
songs. He
sounds-
didn't he didn't trash the song up.
That song that he came out recently.
Yeah,
we're not,
yeah, it
we're
wasn't
not only
good.
talking about that one.
Yeah,
We're
yeah, it
not-
wasn't
That
good.
ain't his song
The
either.
Tekashi shit was good. The
decent.
shit
It was
with
decent.
with Don Q.
We're talking about
Tekashi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit
Get
with
the
Donkey
Strap.
and A Boogie. I didn't like that
He's
one.
talking about
But the
he's
shit,
talking about Get the Strap.
That
Yeah.
shit trash.
get the strap.
But
with-
it wasn't
with-
trash
that
because
song.
of 50 though.
That song
To
was
me,
fire to me.
They
bro.
he
the
held
strap.
his own. It was trash because of Tekashi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tekashi
he was
was
on
that
beat.
shit up.
Like 50 wasn't the purpose of that song being trash to me.
To me, he's actually had the
You
best
see,
verse.
nobody even talk about that song anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I still fuck
Everybody
with it.
like
Still fuck
come
with
on, music comes and goes real fast these days, so you can't even count that.
Yeah, niggas
For
ain't even
certain
talking
artists,
Well,
for
but-
a lot of artists, it shit stays because they keep putting out hot shit.
You know what I like?
No, we talking about records though. You talking about records? There's records come and go. Next week is old. We forgot about it.
Yeah, because niggas don't even talk about that in my feeling shit no more. It's living my best life now. and that shit was lit.
And that shit's gonna be going too.
So we say
Yeah, I can't wait to that.
Eminem.
What about Cardi Body?
Nah.
Body, whatever that
Body.
name is.
No.
Whatever that name is.
Nah, yo,
They don't talk about that song.
Eminem
And
one?
that
Which
was
one?
a summer anthem, right?
Which one?
What?
Bodak Yellow?
Yeah, Bodak Yellow, whatever. I said
That
whatever.
was last year.
That song still moves.
No, but I'm just saying people forgot about it. It's not
They
as
did
hot.
not forget about
Yeah.
it.
Bodak Yellow still moves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I'm not even. It moves when they play it, but it's not as. It doesn't ring as it was.
It was microwave. It was over quick.
I don't think it was over
Nah,
quick,
it wasn't
bro.
over quick.
It lasted
the whole summer last
Yeah,
year.
it did.
It did.
You know what's the last one?
It's so
right
crazy.
now?
You saying
I
last
like it
year,
like
I'm
that.
thinking this
Whoosh.
year. See that?
Yeah, that's
I
because
like
that's
it like
an
that.
international.
That shit is like
That's an international
they
song.
play
That's
that
why.
shit like 16 times a day on the radio,
That's a fact.
bro.
I don't listen to the radio.
What?
so I can't
Oh
find
my
out.
god, they run
I
that
think
shit.
it's just
On every station, literally every station.
Every
it.
station.
I know.
Z100,
And that's part of the reason
103, all
why I
of
don't
them.
listen
Yeah.
to the radio.
Heard
That's
you.
that.
Run
That's what
true.
that meant. That's
Heard
what that
you.
song was meant to do.
What
I
about
like it like that.
Jewels?
Yeah,
like
it's
that
got
song?
a Spanish song and all.
Jewels?
That.
Y'all
Jeez.
think Jewels the last?
I don't
in this
think.
era?
I don't think lyrics is as important as it was.
It's definitely
now
not,
than back then.
unfortunately.
But everybody from that time was you had to have lyrics. It was
What?
it was part of what
No, but I'm
got
talking
you
about.
in the game.
I'm talking about now. It's not. It's not important
It's
as
not.
it is.
It's
They
not
had-
Cadence,
at
they
all.
had a dumb
cadence,
down
voice, and I guess the
Don't
flow
forget
is
your
more-
followers and social media following.
What?
Yes,
What are you talking
I'm
about?
saying that's
Oh,
what
the
that,
following.
that,
That's
that
all.
matters
Fact,
now.
nigga.
So we
'Cause if
got-
Little
so we
Duval
gotta give it
wasn't didn't have all them followers, that shit wouldn't have went nowhere, nigga.
Yeah,
Bro,
but
y'all
yo, son.
kind of got to put some respect on Lil Duval
I ain't
name.
put
He-
nothing on that.
Yo,
nigga.
even though
I'm
but
happy
around for a
for
minute,
him,
bro.
I'm
But
happy
just like
for
hold
him,
on.
But
But just like you said a couple minutes ago, just because you don't fuck with him, don't mean everybody else. Don't mean everybody.
This
else
has
don't.
nothing to do with the song. It's like niggas.
So you don't
It's
niggas
a
heard
good
the song.
song. I don't
they
like
hearing
it,
the
but
song,
it's a good
and
record.
niggas thinking that's the first time they heard Lil Duval. He been doing shit from
Bro,
before, bro.
I don't like the song either, but it's a good record, bro.
I'm not even talking about the song. I'm just talking about him as a person.
Oh, but I'm just talking about
It's
the record.
grind,
The
yeah.
record,
Kudos.
the format,
he ain't getting me to say that on the microphone.
What's what?
the
I
record,
thought
the
this shit
format
was
of
funny.
the record. It's a good record, bro. And he
But
got Snoop on it. It's a
feel
good
like,
record.
I feel like
It's a good record,
I
too.
feel like what Dane just said, like talent don't matter now.
Yeah, I
Your
agree.
following matters, and I think that's the reason why that song popped. Because
we
it was
had
funny.
a lot of people. We had the little white girl. What was her song? We had a lot
What?
of people do this.
How about
The-
that?
I'm
Yeah,
about to
how
say
about
what-
that?
What's the new one now? I'm a
Name.
cow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't
Nah.
think that got as big as.
No, it didn't
these
get
other
nowhere.
shit.
But you be kind of putting people on now.
No, he about to say it.
Nah, honestly, you can't say that because it was on iTunes.
Exactly. And no,
Shit,
that
So
song.
it was trending
somebody
on iTunes,
told
so
me about
somebody
that song.
definitely, it definitely moved.
Well, shouts to Fab.
Yep, that seemed like Fab's the only one, right?
Yep.
But
Nah, I don't believe
So we
that,
can't give it to
though.
Kanye then, because Kanye kind of.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, he kind of transcended.
all right, let me ask you,
Yes, you
Kanye,
can.
But this
Kanye a
is-
rapper to y'all?
To me, yeah.
He's about to go
To me,
there.
yes.
That's about to be a whole nother
It's
hour.
about to be a whole different
About to be
hour.
another hour with that one.
Nah, forget it.
Yeah,
To
that's
me,
right.
yes.
That's
You ain't got to forget it. No, he's not a rapper to me.
Even though he
No,
hasn't.
Kanye can rap.
Yes, he can rap.
I like when I like.
He
to
not
hear,
a rapper
I
now,
like,
though?
I like to hear Kanye rap.
He's a rapper
When?
to me.
That nigga's
when
a
he
rapper
when
to
he
me,
does
bro.
good songs,
Name
I
me a
like
record
to hear
he
rap.
rap.
We talking
Like,
about all his hits. He's not rapping.
Name me like a good record that he rapped.
you
in.
need
See,
a
now
good
we about
song.
to have a whole other conversation.
So what's
All right, so I'm not
Can't
gonna
tell
say
me
that.
gotta break
down.
Don't
Not a
tell
rapper
me
to
to
you?
talk about it.
Can't-
Don't
can't
talk
tell
about
me
it.
nothing.
He's not a rapper?
Huh?
Can't
He's
tell
not
me
a rapper
nothing.
to you?
Nah, he's not. He's not like he's not a rapper to me. Only
tell me
How is
nothing.
he not a rapper?
only two songs I feel like he ever rapped in was
The Good, the Bad, the
two
Ugly.
words. Two words. He bodied. He rapped. That was, and mind you, that was like one of his oldest raps that he actually finally put out. 2 words. I don't know if, featuring
That's crazy to
featuring
me.
Common, featuring Mos Def and featuring Mos Def
Talking
and
about the
Freeway.
joint where they did,
Which
where
one?
recorded in this, and like when they did it on, it was a talk show, some shit like that. That's the song you talking about?
You talking about?
It was like a live recording.
mayonnaise
So,
colors.
good-
Mayonnaise color.
Rock-
Torch I push miracle.
Drive
Whip.
slow,
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
morning, all that. He not rapping on that.
That's gonna be a whole
He's
different
rapping, bro.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. You really thought he
Yeah.
was spitting like that?
I mean, see now you got to break down the rapping definition. What
I
do you
feel
think?
like, honestly, tell you the truth, I feel like he rapped more than Through the Wire than Good Morning. If that's
when
the
you're
case.
saying rap, you talking like he had bars.
I'm talking about bars. I'm talking about 2 words. He had bars.
But then if you're
Yeah,
gonna put
that's-
him to that judgment, you could put a lot of niggas to that same
Okay,
judgment.
I'm
Then
just saying. But that's what But I know a lot
I
of people put
consider him a
Kanye
rapper.
up there like with the best rappers and
no,
stuff
I'm
like
not.
that.
I'm not saying all that, but he's a rapper. To
He's
me.
top 20.
He's a rapper.
He's top 20.
He's top 20.
I disagree with that.
He's
Top
top
20?
20.
I don't know. There's a lot of rappers.
He's
Top
top
20?
20. He's top 20.
Y'all got Kanye in your top 20 over there?
Oh,
No,
yes,
no.
sir.
No,
Top
I don't.
20?
I
If,
don't.
As in-
if
Get the
somebody
fuck-
was to ask
Yo,
me,
y'all niggas cannot name 20 niggas And yo,
That's
why
bad.
y'all
Yeah,
disrespectful,
OD.
bro?
Yeah,
No,
OD now.
bro, I like 90s rap, bro. Like I can, I
talking
can
about
name like 5
20.
people and 4 people in Wu-Tang better than Kanye. Like that's 5 right there, 4 or 5 right there. Like I like
So
rap,
if he's
bro.
not- I just want to know.
If
I
somebody
I
asks
always,
me right-
I
Definitely
always
name.
considered Kanye a producer, but I guess the more projects that he made, I learned to kind of really accept him rapping. But if that's the case, then what do we consider his projects are? If he's like, what is he? If he's
I
not
consider
rapping,
a
then what
rapper.
is-
How y'all
what is
saying
he
he's
saying?
not a
I'm
rapper?
trying to understand.
I consider him as an artist, and but you already know my
I already know, but
thoughts about
that's
certain
why I didn't
things.
want to ask you.
Is he a Diddy?
Huh?
That's why I
Oh,
didn't want
no,
to ask you.
no, my God. Y'all
Did he?
ODing now, son.
I wouldn't say that.
Y'all
'cause-
ODing now, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. You
I don't
can't
know.
violate Kanye like that.
Kanye can
Yeah,
rap.
he's a rapper, bro.
He can rap, bro. He can
ODing
rap.
on it.
20, y'all know 20 niggas.
Yes.
No,
Yes,
19 other
yes.
I
niggas.
do.
That's better than
Yes.
Ye.
Now past and present.
Past and present. Hell the fuck yes.
Yes, that's a fact.
We ain't got the time.
Yeah, past and
but-
present. Yeah, maybe.
All right.
I want to hit a 20. Let's do the 20 real quick.
No, we're not doing that.
No, this is
Bro,
a general
I'm letting
20
you know.
real quick.
I'm
Nah.
letting you
It's
know.
gonna be
They're
hard.
not
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
able.
hard. It's not. Y'all saying
Rello,
it's so
Rello,
easy.
No, I say
They're
y'all.
not gonna
saying
Rello,
it's so easy,
they're
but now it's gonna be hard to
They're
name
not
the
gonna be
20.
able to name 20
They're
niggas
not-
better.
they're
That's what I
not-
said. Give me
What?
the 20.
What? I'm
Give me
not-
the
Nope.
20.
Ass, my
Nope.
nigga.
Hold on.
Give me the 20.
Yo, Rello, it's on Junior and Quicks right now because that's
Yeah.
how they feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
I think he's in the top 20.
I put him.
Give
I
me
put him.
20.
I put him in
I can
20.
tell you.
I
I'll
put him in
count 'em
20.
for you.
I could tell you.
Good.
Okay, we could. Okay, let's just go.
Let's just go. Let's just
Just give me
No
20,
order, no
man.
order, no order.
Okay.
Just
All right, we're gonna go Hov.
MJ, yeah,
M.
MJ, Big, Nas, Pac, Chic, Styles, Jada.
He's naming
Meth.
all the rappers.
Meth.
These are rappers.
Keep going,
Keep
bro.
going.
That's
That's
nine.
8. That's 8. That's
Meth.
9.
I got Redman.
Okay, Meth, Redman.
That's 10.
niggas
No.
got
Got
Ghost, the
I got-
Wu-Tang, and that's the other
No.
two.
Exactly.
You asked for 20.
I already said I got
Facts.
5 people
Facts.
Wu Tang better than Kanye.
Facts.
The
whole Wu-Tang. You God.
Hold on,
Ghost is
hold on,
11.
hold on,
Ghost is
hold on.
11.
You
Okay.
You did too much.
Ghost is
I'll
11.
say,
I disagree with like 3, 4
Rakim.
already, but
He said
Third
Joel's is better than him, too.
Jewels is
Yes.
Why not? I
Yeah,
would
yes, yes, Joel.
All right, okay.
Yes,
Let me
Joel's
help
rapping
you.
like
I
I just
Kanye.
help you. If you
That's
need
12.
3 more, I got you.
12.
If you need 3 more,
That's
I got
12.
He said 3 more.
No, help
No,
them,
you-
nigga.
you. No,
It's
I'm
on
gonna
them.
say Inspector.
No, it's on
Inspector
God.
God.
No. Chill.
Inspector Deck. Come on, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. You need 8 more.
What?
That's
What we
only
got?
12.
Yeah.
You need 8 more.
Nah, help him out, Quicks. You on his side. Help him out.
Raekwon.
Nah, don't help him, bro.
Yo, Hyper. Get out of here.
I already said the first 5. The
Quan,
first
right?
5. No, he didn't.
No, you didn't
Oh, I
say
didn't
Quan.
say
yet.
Quan?
All right,
Yeah,
so
that's Quan.
okay.
Who else?
Get out of Wu-Tang though. That's kind of
Nah,
dragging.
I'm not. I'm not. Just
It's not
Big
it's
fan.
not dragging.
Niggas named B12.
What are you talking about? I didn't.
Big L. Big L.
I
Big
put
L.
Big L. I
Big
put
L.
Big L.
Oh,
I put X.
yeah, we forgot about X.
I
5
could
more.
put, I could put a lot of the Beanie Siegel. He's not a better. Say he's not a better rapper.
Yo, you got 4 more, bro.
Oh.
We waiting on you. We got
But
4
he's in
more.
your top 20, Beanie Sigel?
What?
He's really in your top 20?
No, I'm
Or
just
you
putting
naming
better than
niggas?
Kanye.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay, you got 4 more. Beanie Siegel's the last one.
Look at the stretch.
What? How is it stretching?
Yeah, no,
What?
you come on.
No, you're wrong. You're just mad because niggas is actually finding. No,
Nigga, you named the whole Wu-Tang, the whole D12, the whole Locks, the whole Rough Riders Anthem. You named mad groups, my nigga.
AZ.
I put AZ.
I wouldn't even put
as a
AZ.
rapper.
I thought you put Don Q.
Don
He's not a
Q?
better rapper? He's not a better rapper?
Yes,
Don
yes,
Q,
yes,
bro.
yes,
He's not a better
yes,
rapper?
yes,
Yo.
yes, yes, yes.
But that's a reach, bro.
It was a reach. It was a reach, but he is.
He is.
Come on. Oh, you know why? Only reason
is funny.
You know,
This is
only reason I
funny.
say that's a reach because Don Q just came here yesterday, bro. Like
you know
the
how we
other
should've
names.
said
Come
it?
on, look at the other names you named,
You
bro.
know how we
Come on,
should've
be
said
do
it?
better
Name
than
me
that.
one rapper
Don
per
Q just
group.
came here yesterday.
That's
You
how
gonna
we
know
should've
him
said
with
it.
those
right?
people?
I'm just talking about rapping. I'm just talking about rapping.
Oh, give me
and
one rapper per group.
That nigga can rap his ass off.
Okay,
That-
Posh,
that
man.
track
Track
is
me
real,
yesterday.
though.
I
I
wouldn't.
told you
I
that
wouldn't.
track is
After the
real.
names you just named, I just wouldn't pick Don Q.
Eminem.
But- But you got 4 more.
I would
guys.
rather you
got
say
4 more, 4 more.
LL.
I'll put.
L is up there.
Yeah.
LL?
You said LL?
Nah, he didn't
But
say
LL is up there.
Yo, why y'all helping him,
L-
son? You supposed to
Nigga,
be
we
doing
can throw in some more,
No,
bro.
we
If you want to
waiting,
go
we
old
waiting,
school.
We got 3 more. You said LL for the last one.
We waiting on you to help him quick.
I know what I said. The
got
whole,
3
the
more.
whole fucking Wu-Tang.
I forgot it.
Come on, no. You said
Nigga said
LL
everybody
was the
from
last
89
one.
to
3 more.
96.
I'm weak right
Who
now.
else? Who else?
Gangstar?
Yo, you dragging.
I like
No, I
Rello.
like Gangstar, nigga.
I'll put Royce up there.
Royce?
Yeah, I'll put Royce
Okay.
up there.
It's Joe Budden, Joel Ortiz.
Oh, you helping
want
niggas?
to?
No, I'm just saying.
That's my opinion.
Rapper wise,
Joe Button. I give you Joe Button.
We should have just said,
What?
give me
We had
one
19.
rapper per group. That's
yeah,
how it should have
19,
been.
nigga.
Once you
We
say
ain't
X,
nowhere,
once
nigga.
you say Jada,
Yeah,
you X
19,
out
bro.
Sheik.
Nah,
Sheik,
you right.
X
But
out.
they all individual artists as
Niggas
well.
put J Hood.
I ain't
Niggas
put-
No, we're dragging. We're dragging.
What's the nigga name?
We're just playing. We're just
So
playing.
what's your definition of rap, though? That's
Yo.
what I'm saying.
Niggas
My
about to say,
definition
yo,
of
I
rap
was
is-
saying
my
when
definition
I
of rap and your
asked-
definition of rap is two different things.
What I said,
guys,
said
Kanye
was
is not a rapper. Okay.
what
To
I
me,
said was
to me, he is. He
he's
can
not-
levels
it's definitely
Cameron.
But it
niggas
is sure,
better than-
though. It is sure.
I'm thinking y'all would name some better quality artists.
Cameron
said
and rapper.
20.
That's all I'm
No,
saying.
yo, it depends.
Cameron,
Artist, he's an
Yes,
like
Cameron.
June said. Yo,
Darren ain't help June.
Dead ass.
Y'all
He left
niggas-
you- he left you
Yeah,
solo,
you
bro.
guys are struggling by yourself.
No, it's not that struggling. It's just coming off the top of the
yeah,
head.
you're telling me like, yo, get it off top of the head. Pause. You fucking that's not gonna make no sense. At the end of the day, it's just
saying.
like,
It's
yo,
20
if
it's
you
20,
gonna
bro.
Well,
bring
y'all
up
do
20
know.
rappers,
I said, well, no, that's gonna take too long. And y'all, no, I could do it. I could do it.
No.
So I'm
Rel
like,
said, yeah, make them count.
yes, that's what.
They were saying it so easy, like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely 12. You crazy?
But
12?
no,
Oh,
it
20?
is. No, but it is. I could tell you 12.
I know you did. I got it.
But I'm just saying, like, but that's just off the top of the head. I could, if you give me time to put, I will put a better list.
I believe you. Moving on to our last segment of the night. Pop in Flizza. You want to get to this Kevin Gates real quick. First, the Luca Brasi, or if that's what it's called.
Brasi 3.
Luca Brasi 3. Hyper, how you feel about it on the right side?
Yeah, Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates drunk.
I didn't even bother checking it out. I'm not gonna hold you.
Me either.
I give it a pop.
Who made that noise, did you? Oh, I didn't listen to it yet.
It's a super pop.
Fire.
All right, I'm
I'ma
gonna
try.
give Kevin
Yeah,
Gates a
I
try
have
this
to.
week.
Once y'all do that, it's only right that I give them niggas a try. So.
I think there's still shit you said that about before, and you still ain't give a try. Yet.
that's a
a
fact.
big fact.
That's big facts
That's a
too.
big fact.
It's definitely facts.
Little Wayne Carter 5. You want to pop or flop it on the right side?
I'm gonna have to say flop.
I didn't listen to it fully. I'm not gonna answer yet.
Pop.
Flop.
It's a pop.
Flop. All right. Logic. Is it YSIV or is it
Young Sinatra 4.
All right, Logic, Young
that's what that
Sinatra
meant.
4. Hyper, how you felt about it?
I listened to a couple of songs. I didn't get to the full album yet, but from what I hear, I like, and I basically like what I'm hearing so far. So I'm gonna just give it a safe pop.
I'm a fan, but apparently not enough. Didn't get to it, but I will definitely get. I'm gonna get to Logic though.
Me either. I ain't get to it.
I got to it, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So it's a pop for me.
What he rapping about?
A lot of different shit.
He
That's why I
played
said.
it.
That's why I made the comment. Like I felt like he knew the whole suicide wave and the complaining wave was not really what he should be doing to go back to the old him. And for me, he went back to the old me on
I
this
respect.
He
album.
got different.
Respect
That's
to
the
that.
thing.
To that specific content. To the content that he was rapping about. I can't relate to it. So personally, that's why I.
I mean, it's only but for so long you can rap about that. So again,
But this is where I always said, like, with Logic, it's two different you get like 2 or 3 different Logics, because he gives you Bobby Tarantino, which is like the trap type of vibe, and then he give you Young Sinatra with the lyrical shit. So, but that's what I'm
so
saying.
he went lyrical with this.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When y'all niggas
It's
when
fire.
niggas say shit like that, I'm like, yo, there's different types of sounds.
Nah,
in
I'm glad because at the end, like the lyrical, I fucks with the trap.
I don't really fuck with
I
either.
don't really
that
fuck
Bobby
with-
Tarantino,
I
I don't
then
fuck with it
the-
either.
And
I
then
fucks
the
with the trap logic, too.
I'm letting you
what was the
know
name of
about
that
my
album
life.
we was all
complaining.
fiending over?
Oh, the
The
my
shit with the
God.
computer
Bobby
games.
Tarantino.
No,
The spaceship?
Computer with
The
the
spaceship
with the
shit?
spaceship looked like a cartoon and shit.
Why would
Oh,
That wasn't
um,
Bobby Tarantino.
Greatest story, greatest
Ever told or something
Yeah,
like that.
something ever
the
told.
untold story? or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
greatest
Yeah, that shit
untold
is
story
fire.
or some shit. That is hard.
That shit's
That
fire.
is
And peer pressure. Or
Beginning to
pressure.
end.
or
Under pressure.
Under pressure. That's to me. That's my favorite.
Nah, my
like,
favorite is the shit where he was in the ship and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
I
the
like that
greatest
too.
story.
That shit's
Yeah.
fire.
Creative.
That-
very
Those
creative.
That
two,
shit.
those two is my favorite, and then he lost me after that. So
Everybody was hard.
But he's
I
telling
agree
you,
with
he's
you.
telling us that
He went
he's
back to
giving,
those
giving
two.
you back that vibe.
Yeah, right,
I
cool.
say less.
Big
say
time.
less.
all right, cool.
Say less. I'm gonna get to it.
But I think it's
You pop it?
Oh,
You popped the Logic.
I think it's a flop. I like. There's a couple songs I like. The shit with Wale is hard.
I was about
The
to pause
shit,
you.
the shit with what?
No, well, he said
Oh.
he popped it.
Pause came back this episode.
Nah,
bro.
but the
Word.
shit with Wale,
Full
I know
effect.
you fuck with it. That shit's hard and it's different.
Yes.
That's why I fuck with it.
Of course.
But like, there's different shits I didn't like the Icon with Jaden Smith. I hate that shit.
I'm not gonna hold you.
They
Jaden-
keep putting
Jaden
that
been-
song. That
Jaden
one
Jaden
song.
got
that
his
shit
Jaden
trash.
putting out
People
some work
making him
lately.
seem to me,
Yo,
though,
But it's
bro.
that one song, my
Jaden
nigga.
been putting out some work
Facts.
lately.
It's that one
No,
song.
he
No,
got
he got another one.
He got a song on Young Thug album.
Who?
It is pretty good. Jaden Smith. He got a song on Young Thug new album.
He's not that trash to me. He's
Yo,
not trash.
it's
to me.
pretty
It's not
good.
about being trash. It's just that one song. It's like, yo, they made it in Spanish. They
got
made
a
it
song
in
that's hot
all
too.
type of languages, and then everybody keeps like this.
That's the
remix.
first time
His
he's kinda
pops
doing
jumped on
something
it.
good marketing.
It's ridiculous.
That's what it is.
But yeah, I guess. But I'm
Big
just
man.
saying, when I keep seeing people put out, it's corny to me. But
I
there's
ain't seen
couple
it in a while.
tracks.
I ain't seen it in a while.
But there's like 3 or 4
I think
songs
that wave.
I
No,
really
I, say,
fucks with
I
heavy.
think that wave came and went.
The
around.
shit with Wu-Tang is iconic, man. It's incredible.
Yeah, that one's.
I
good.
fucks with
You
it.
can't
And
go
Method
wrong
Man
with
went
that.
bodied that.
Raekwon. I like Raekwon.
Easy.
Meth
you heard it
bodied
yet?
it.
I ain't
Nah,
listening
he
to
ain't
that.
listen to it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Why you had to say with attitude?
Time out. What? What happened?
He said, I ain't
He
get to that.
listened to that.
I want to get you guys' opinion on this last pop and flop. Where I see a lot of dudes wearing the Supreme shoulder bags, these fanny packs and stuff. Is that a wave that you think is a pop or the flop for you on the right side, Hypa?
You talking about the joint with?
The one that Rel be wearing, yeah.
I don't wear the shoulder bag, bro. I wear a fanny pack.
He had to
It's
clear
a
that up.
difference, all right?
I mean, it ain't my wave, so I don't. I'd rather just get a book bag and put my shit in my book
Dead
bag.
ass. Niggas is really not putting nothing in there, but
Yeah,
I'm good, bro.
that's
I don't
that's-
I don't
nah,
need-
Rel-
I-
Rel
I
be
need-
having all his
it's a
little
flop
trinkets
for
in
me.
that motherfucker.
It's
Come
a
in
flop
handy.
for me.
I
man.
use it the proper way.
I know you don't.
Yeah, I do. I put my, my money,
trinkets.
my
Put his
wallet, my
trinkets.
keys.
All his little trinkets.
That's how you
You be with the trendy shit though, I peep.
Yeah.
You be on it.
A little
Pause.
Nigga, his birthday party, he nigga dressed up like Jerome, nigga. What you talking about?
He was on his YG shit.
So you said flop?
Yeah, flop, man.
That's flop.
Yeah,
good.
flop.
I mean, you know I can't comment.
Yes, you could,
Yeah,
nigga.
you can, because
You have to.
I
You
do
the
it.
only
It's a
nigga
pop,
close to
nigga.
oh, it's a pop. Oh.
There we go.
Nah, you can miss me with that.
I ain't wearing that shit.
I keep
See
saying,
it?
I ain't listening to that shit.
All y'all
I
niggas
wear
was
that
saying
shit.
that other day, but then when we was pulling up them pictures of the man chokers, niggas was like, oh, I think I can rock a
Nah,
man choker.
don't do that.
Y'all niggas
Don't do that.
y'all niggas
Don't
say
do that. I didn't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh
Niggas
no,
said
he
the
could throw
chokers
niggas on,
was
but
wild.
I didn't say no about no choker.
Nigga,
Don't do that.
on his Adam's
Don't put that
apple.
on me, though.
That shit right here, nigga.
Yeah, don't you put that on me. I'm not with no chokers. Bro.
Yes, I will wear me a little Cuban.
I would
Type
wear
that's
two.
a
I wear
choker,
two,
nigga.
but they gotta go down a little to your chest.
No,
It can't
no.
be, it can't be
You
That's
said
choking.
that the other day. Yo, you was right. You was right. Nigga. I said it. You said it.
If you're a dude,
He said, I said it. You
Bro,
said
I didn't say that.
These two niggas
we running over the bus together.
You could be gay by yourself, nigga. Let me say what I
Call
want
it
to
what
say.
you want.
I
You
want,
like,
I want my
I ain't gonna lie. I like
I
that
want my
style.
shit a little bit down, my nigga. How you gonna wear a chain?
said that there?
niggas want to wear. Niggas want to be able to wear
Did it or
turtlenecks.
you
They
did it?
can't feel
Yo,
bro.
I know
different
y'all
when the
both was
camera's
on
on.
that.
Yo.
Wow.
How you gonna wear a chain?
I don't back down.
How you gonna? No,
shit is
I'm not
different when
backing
the
down.
camera's
I'm
on.
not backing down.
Keep on faking.
When that light red, boy.
Yeah, that's niggas want to wear turtlenecks to be able to see their chain. Like,
Nigga, you wearing that chain, nigga. You can't eat, nigga, because like the shit go. But you swallow something, pause, like the shit gonna hurt your throat, nigga.
Let's get to this OSP playlist. What we did for the OSP playlist this week?
Hey, let's
Hyper,
make
what
it
was your
short.
picks?
Yeah, word.
I got the Logic joint, the YS4, and
I'm gonna skip yours.
and the Mozzie featuring.
You gonna skip Junior too?
Definitely was. Yo, you know what's so funny? I thought
Word,
about
that's what we doing?
What's
It's
the name
so,
of it?
Okay.
It's so funny. I thought about that. I was like, yo, I ain't know he was gonna pick that. I was like, if I knew he was gonna pick that,
I like that.
What's the
I
name?
like
What's
that.
the second one? Mozzie?
Second was Mozzie. This dude named Mozzie. He got a track. It's called Thug's Mansion. Sampled the Tupac Shakur Thug's Mansion record, and that's featuring
heard
Ty
that.
Dolla $ign and YG.
I picked Lil Wayne featuring Travis Scott. It's called Let It Fly. The
Dope.
song is so fire.
Fire.
It's on Lil Wayne's new album.
That's
Go
actually
check
one
that
of-
out.
One of my favorite songs.
The other song, I think his name is pronounced Govana, but Hyper kind of put it into
It's Giovanna or something like that.
It's spelled Govana. It's a
would've-
reggae artist.
It's either
It,
Govana or
it sounds
Giovanna.
like governor.
Yeah, no, I think it's actually good.
That's fire, so that's a fire way
That's
to
why
pronounce it.
I thought about it.
But the song is called Big Bean. He's a new artist. He's under Idonia. That's a whole long story. It's on my new mixtape that I just dropped for my birthday party.
Heard you.
October 20th, 50
Fire.
Mad. It's on my mixtape. Check that out. Check my link at Mr. Danger, MrDaneja, New Fire.
Boom, bomb.
Oh damn! Can I follow up with that one?
New Fire, nigga. You heard?
I got this week. I'm on my R&B wave. I got Levin Cali, a song called Yours, and I got G-Eazy, another song called Rewind.
Why y'all didn't add that Jacquees y'all was talking about? Just so fire.
Nah, he took. It's not on no outlets. He had to take them off because
You have
man.
you have DJ friends.
I got
That's corny.
Wheezy Used To, which I thought was the most fire song on his album, and I took it back with what's that song I had? Petty Wap from Young and May.
Okay.
That's fire.
Mine was Logic, The Glorious Five, and Kevin Gates. Enough?
Logic got a lot of burn this episode.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
Mine's was Slim Thugger, 5K1, and the Brat took it back to the old.
Fuck the vibe.
You can always depend on Ease for oldie but goodie.
That actually works.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
That actually works.
I realize that's my niche, so I'm gonna stick with that.
Heard you.
5K1 is hard. Slim Thug shit is hard.
Get them shout outs. I know we want to start that party out
we
once
got
again.
We got my birthday party, me and Danger's birthday party, October 20th at 5th and Mad in the
Pull up.
city. Pull
Lit.
up. It's
All
lit.
black.
All
Let me
black.
on this side of the room. Let me get this out of my my
Get it off your
Rolodex.
chest. Get it off your
I
chest.
see a lot of niggas with a nice picture, like hosting shit. You know, I the chicks that I know sending me a flyer with this nigga. I'm like, so Ali Similar Podcast can't host this
Of course.
event? We can't get a photo on this draw? I'm seeing niggas that don't even know y'all like that. That's a fact. Every kind of nigga.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'm like,
I wasn't gonna say that, but
a
I'm
female
like,
sent me the shit. I'm like, my nigga.
Inviting
you know I know about
inviting
this?
you, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
you going? Like, bitch, this is me. This is me.
You know what it is?
He's
He wasn't.
wildin'.
I mean,
Separate. It's a separate
one.
thing.
Well,
I see that, right?
out of the three
go to
over there,
stuttering.
one of them don't party, another one be at work.
They ain't
all
got
the
nothing
time
to do
and
with
all that.
it. We all gonna be there,
see the
so they ain't
bullshit?
got nothing to do
Yo,
with it.
June, you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't know about
June,
that.
you gonna
I'll
show
support.
love?
If
Yeah,
you
thank
show
you.
it, I'll show it,
I
I'll
appreciate it.
show
June.
it.
All right, everybody
So-
on that
Hold on,
side
hey,
get a
yo,
host.
Dane-Ja always coming for me with that. Like I never showed up to his party.
Yeah, man.
You don't, bro.
I never did.
You're now gonna start coming out.
No,
you
no,
part
no,
of, we
no.
got
See,
the team
this is-
going now, so
see
you
how-
feel obligated
see
to
how
support.
people- you see how shit-
Oh, good,
Yo,
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 nigga. I
Hypa.
still,
Yo,
I still
Forge, I
appreciate
want
it,
that
bro.
set. I want
He's
that
a
set.
DJ.
See how
He's a
people forget?
DJ. He know how to finesse.
Yeah, exactly. You see how people forget?
I'm not
People-
finessing. I know. The
know how
last
to
thing I want to do is
So even if
force
you
people to
wasn't
come out.
gonna go, you're gonna go because you know your ego.
Nah, that's
You get what I
all
mean?
shit. I have no.
Nah, not really. Nigga. I can say all the shit. This nigga still not gonna show up.
That's a fact. That's a
Nigga
fact.
still not gonna show
Well,
up.
yeah.
But yo, son,
If he wants to come, he's
Every
gonna come.
time this
If he
nigga used to
doesn't
have
wanna
his
come, he's
birthday
not gonna.
party, I was in there. Like I could be like 10 years straight of damn near. And I was like for 4 years I don't come. I never came.
No. It's
That
been
shit
more than
crazy.
4 years, and you emphasize like, yo, nigga, I don't go to parties.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
like,
go.
and I understand that.
Yeah,
so when
but-
I say it's an issue,
But you say like, yo, this nigga never come. This nigga never come.
But
I'm
you
like,
don't though, bro.
damn. But what about those 10 years? Them 10 years don't count.
10 years ago, that's what we doing.
But it don't count though.
You count
It
your
doesn't
body.
matter.
From,
It don't
you count
count.
your body from 10 years.
Yo,
too?
yo.
No, it's not.
No, we make
And on the next episode,
We make it up on
Alright,
Fifth
see,
and
this
Mad.
looks
I am
spicy.
Rello, and to the right of me I have.
DJ Hypa, I'm here.
DJ Danger.
DJ Darren.
DJ Ease.
I love this shit. This shit is funny. Yo,
Ali
wait.
Similar
Hold on. Make sure you go check out the Ali Similar Facebook page,
Yes,
the
sir.
IG page.
And
We
the
got Twitter. Subscribe
YouTube.
to the YouTube. What else?
We on
SoundCloud. We on
Like,
SoundCloud.
OSP
Apple
playlist
Podcasts.
Yo,
on Spotify.
And we're going to get it on Spotify. We're going to get the podcast on Spotify soon.
Yep.
Yo, thank you for tuning in. It's lit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Episode 25.
Yes,
Listen to the
sir.
Podcast.
Out of here.
The Oddly Similar Podcast.